Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Orla Live for Wednesday, the 10th of December, 2025. My name is Paul Fitzsimons. I'll be joined by Orla in the next few minutes. As you can see, I need a haircut, so that's why I'm wearing the cap. So, yeah, that's the only reason. I go through a few of the comments there. Hi there, Paul. How are you? Hi, everyone. Hit the like button, respectfully, everyone watching on your way in. Much appreciated. Thanks, Richard. Fair play to you, mate. Yeah. Hiya, Vincent, Richard, Shamrock. How's everyone? Everyone is good. Good evening, people. Good evening. Good evening. How are you, Dave? How are you, Paul? How are you, Paul? How are you, Chris? How's things? Lovely cap, Paul. Thank you very much, Sarah Herity. Thank you very much. Good evening, Michael John from Manchester. We missed you last week. We haven't heard from you in the last couple of weeks, so welcome back. Fair play to you, mate. Fair play to you. Good evening, folks. Blessed be all patriots. Yes. The hair isn't that bad, Paul. Thanks very much. I have a hairdresser here with me. Look, you know what I mean? She cuts it every couple of weeks, but she's just busy at the minute. So I'll use gel tomorrow. I have to do something to do. I have to get dressed up tomorrow and go somewhere tomorrow. So I'll have to use gel. I'll have the Vinnie Jones look, I'd say, tomorrow with all the gel. But hey, Chris, how are you? Good evening, Paul, Orla, and all. How are you, John? How's things? Share this out. Looking well, fella, Paul. Thank you very much, Shamrock. Good man. I better get all these out of the way, all the things about me before Orla comes on, because she gets all thick if it's all about me, you know. Looking gorgeous, Paul. Thank you very much. Thank you, Michael John. Sarah Malone. What's Sarah saying? Hey, Paul, saying content not available on Dealer Heron channel. I'll forward the screenshots. I'm going to be honest with you guys. The WhatsApp channel went down. The show WhatsApp channel went down today. Well, this evening, and I've loads of stuff in it. I got back into it in the end, but it took me ages. My adverts has been. Hang on there. I'll just bring Orla up. Good evening, Orla. How are you?
Well, how are you?
I'm good. Have you got a cold again or not? No.
No, I'm still not 100%.
Are you serious? Oh man. No, I'm grand. Pat Casey, were you in Lanzarote at a recent meeting? No, I wasn't. No,
He wishes
I wasn't.
Pat.
No, well, I wasn't, but I keep stum about other stuff there. You know what I mean? You don't be talking about stuff like that. That's an awful thing to be saying to anyone. Evening, Paolo, and everyone in the chat. God bless all here. Aaron Gabra. How are you, Ferg, my mate? How are you, buddy? What happened? How do I get into the WhatsApp channel? It's not a WhatsApp channel. You'll get us there. Look on. There's where we are. You'll get us live on FitzyDub on X at FitzyDub at Anthony L. Casey at RugerMorph27. You get us on the Deal of Hair on YouTube and the Irish Column YouTube. Just go on at Irish Column. You'll get us on Facebook as well under Paul Fitzsimons. I'm not going out on the Irish channel live tonight because I never sent it across. I thought we'll just go with this, like, you know what I mean? But if people can't get in, I can get alternative ways. But that's where we are now. That's exactly where we are. You can get us on all of them there. So yeah, there you go. You'll get us, and you can send us WhatsApp, or you can send us a message on WhatsApp there as well. I have a few there as well. So I'll have a look through them in a while. As I said, I've only got the WhatsApp back up in the last 20 minutes, Orla, was it? It was down for a few hours. I was looking phones, trying to beep this. It wouldn't let me do it. I was looking to go through the phone number. My adverts account got locked out. My Google account got locked out the other day. My TikTok was hacked, and something came up on my Facebook as well. So, listen, lads, it is what it is. There's nothing you can really do about it, you know. But what just fell there? Jesus, no, don't say that. I'm just looking for something here because I said I'd wait for it till I'm about 10 minutes in to talk about this. But yeah, there was a thing sent to me last night that somebody had put up. Let me just. Okay. It's gone. Oh, it's gone. Okay. Okay. It's gone.
Sarah Malone, thanks for your message. I don't feel it.
Yeah, I'll just
And yes,
hang on.
Michael John, yes, the cats are looking after me.
I could get it on Facebook myself, and I don't need to be worrying about other people sending it or getting rid of it. I can get it myself. Who am I looking for? Boom, boom, boom. What's on your mind? Do. Search Facebook. Okay. I can do this live. Yeah. Okay. And this man's my friend. So, yeah. Okay. Breaking news. This is it. Yeah. Hold on. Is that it? Seems to be gone.
What are you looking for?
Just looking for the stuff that was put up to say that I was going to be talking about the Kulak case tonight, but I can't seem to find it. It must have been taken down. Can't seem to find it. Okay. Maybe it's not there. I've been told it's everywhere. What are you laughing at?
Blessington says no.
What's he say there? Sorry, lads. Sorry, I'm... Okay, no, what I'm going to... Right, I'll explain to you what happened. I was in the court on... Paul, is that cap for keeping your brain warm? Yes, it is. It is indeed. Hey, I love that hat, Paul. Thanks. Hey, Anita.
Anita, like, come on.
Yeah, there.
He doesn't need any more encouragement.
Well, evening, Orla and Dinny. No.
Dinny.
No. Just watch Booker T and we'll see here. Monkey see, monkey do. Yeah. Okay, no, what happened was there was a thing put out on Facebook last night to say that there was some problem with the Kulak case, and there was this award and that award, and I was going to spend the whole show talking about the first plaintiff against the second plaintiff and the this and the that and the this. This is never going to happen here, folks, because I'll refer you back to other shows. I do not talk about the Kulak case unless it goes through the people of Kulak. If they don't want anyone talking about it, I don't talk about it. So that's why I don't talk about it. And the man who put that post out, I clearly told him this the other day when I was talking to him. I said, I will report on it. I said, as soon as the other group, as soon as the Kulak group agrees on what we can put out. I've always said that, and I will always say that. So stop putting out stuff that I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. You know who you are, so stop doing it. You know what I mean? I don't know why you did this. I really don't know why you did this, but stop doing it, please, because I will not be talking about the Kulak case once the case is still going on. And I will not be singling out one person or another person or another person. So that's not how I operate. The truth is the truth. If the truth comes out and there's something in the truth and I can tell the truth, I'll tell the truth. That's all I'll do. I will not get involved in this backstabbing and everything else because it has gotten none of us anywhere, to be honest with you. It hasn't. You know what I mean? It has divided everybody. And we need to stop the division now at this moment in time. Listen, if you have a beef with someone, just move on. Pass by them. Don't talk to them. Don't go behind their backs and start saying this, that, and the other and trying to get them into shit to get them to call them out for this, that, and the other. That's not how this works, okay? There's a moratorium now on slagging people off now with me. I'm being honest with you. But if people do come after me, I will have to tell the truth. And that's just the way it is. And that's me, okay? There it is there. This is it, yeah. He's had to send it in to me there. I have it here. More twists and turns. The judge would decide the cost. Melissa and Amanda had to put in their cost, claiming that the first intentional law that there must be public participation in the decision-making process was clearly broken, and that the planning permission and indeed all planning permission for every iPass centre was illegal, and they deserve their costs. Yes, and I agree to that. Yes, I really do. They do deserve their costs, yes. But that's not what you said. You said that I was going to do this, that, and the other, and that's not what I said at all. So, you know what I mean? I don't know where you got that I was going to go and say this about someone and that about someone else. And You asked me to report on it, and I said I would as soon as I get the go-ahead from the Coolock crew. I didn't get the go-ahead from the Coolock crew, therefore I'm not reporting on anything. But you're quite welcome to put up anything you want, but just don't be mentioning my name in it because I never agreed to anything. Okay? We'll move on. So that's that put to bed, you know? Booker T, how are you? Sean being a while. Hope you're well. How are you seeing being? Oh, Sean. Yeah.
We're getting loads of
good.
Peaky Blinder comments.
Are we? I'm not
Yeah,
seeing
you better not be hiding anything in that cap. You're
no,
enough.
I'm not.
You've had
Just me
enough
big head.
about you.
Yeah. A good yardstick to measure the sincerity and conviction of any decent nationalist is the amount of hostility he receives from the mortal enemy of our people. Now you have it. Yeah, now you have it. What's this fella here, Mad Max? You could do a call out video for a scrap with that cap on you. Or I could sell tarmac, yeah. I know. I know, it's mental. Well, Chris, hope yourself as well. Yeah. Never watch Peaky Blinders. Chris, lads, Peaky Blinders. Come on.
It's brilliant. Cillian Murphy, fantastic.
Yeah, brilliant. Really is. I loved it. Yeah. I is coming to Cork Christmas for the Christmas party, guys, the 20th. Ooh,
I won't be anyway, Lisa, sorry.
I don't know. The 20th. Were we talking about something up here for the 20th as well? I don't know, Anita. I
think so.
I'll have to get back to the boys and get back to you. Yeah, because I don't know. That'd be a bit of crack. They'll both be a bit of crack, you know what I mean? But the Dubs ones are the best. That's a war cap. Yes, that is a war cap. You're right. Yeah, that generals wear. Yeah, I wish. Your birthday you mentioned. Your birthday you mentioned, your mad. Yeah, my birthday is the 22nd. It's 2 days after. Yeah.
Oh, in December.
So I'll be 165 in the 22nd of
There's
December.
only 3 days between you and baby Jesus then.
Yeah,
were you around that time? Were you there?
I was, yeah.
Like, was the donkey over and back? Like, do you know what I mean?
No, I was on the donkey. Will that party be live streamed? Oh, I'd say parts of it might be.
No, definitely not. Even though
singing, we get it going 2 o'clock.
Hey, even though I have loads of video evidence and stuff.
Yeah, I know, but what's on tour stays on tour, you know? Yeah. If you're invited to the party, well then you're on tour. It's as simple as that.
Either that or it's on Orla's phone.
Yeah. Sea Winds. What's Sea Winds saying? Hi all, glad the storm never took Paul's hat. Hi. Will you stop, will you? Jesus, man. You know. John Malloy mentioned to me something on the 20th in Dublin, but unfortunately I didn't find out what it was. It's a choir thing. It's some sort of a choir. They're having a carol singing and what have you on the 20th between 12 and 3, I think it is. Yeah, 12 and 3. But we're having a Christmas do that day, so. Chris Bourne, Paul was the photographer at the nativity, so. That's
what I'm laughing at.
Thanks, Michael John. Thank you very much, mate. Fair play to you. Thanks very much. If the cap fits, wear it. Yeah, happy birthday, boy. Order the Peaky Blinders. Love that. Yeah. Love that. You were on the donkey. The missus won't like that. I'd like to hear that. Tommy Robinson, London. What about him? What's happening to Tommy Robinson in London? What did I pull down here? Do you know what I'm loving? I'm loving this now. Patrick McGreal. Is anyone following Patrick McGreal? This guy is unreal. He's in the courts fighting every day. I think he has a GoFundMe going the whole lot. But if you're on TikTok, follow Patrick McGreal, or if you're on X, follow
I've seen some of his stuff.
Man, he's calling it out here. It seems the DPP have no jurisdiction in the district courts, and they can't be representing. I'm going to play this. It's only 4 minutes long. I'm going to play this, and I'll come back and we'll talk about it.
I'm just on the south side of the River Liffey making a video just about what happened this morning. It was busy now in the courts, helping people exercise their rights, and the matter I had before the court was seen at around 11:30. I did say to the judge that I wasn't happy with the Chief State Solicitor representing the Guard, so I noted my objection, and they entered a late appearance and they had to get the permission off the judge to do that. The prosecution being carried out against me now in Mullingar has been put back till January. I have told the judge that the DPP and the Guards don't have the authority to prosecute in courts of summary jurisdiction, and they have to reply to that, and that reply will have to come back to me by the 12th of January, which I'll have an opportunity to reply. But I just want to show you the bail conditions that the District Court now and the Gardaí are subjecting me to. So there's lots of bail conditions here, but the one that's the most worrying one is not to address any court unless I have a formal involvement in the case. Now, that bail condition basically stops me from interacting with the court of first instance in the first instance. So I cannot go in now and make a complaint to the judge if it has something to do with a person being unlawfully detained. If I experience now a violation of my rights, I cannot go into the High Court now and give that complaint to a judge, because the District Court and members of An Garda Síochána have persuaded a District Court judge to bind me to bail conditions which are unconstitutional. I'm going to be bringing these to the High Court in the next few days to get them unbound, because they prevent me from engaging with our judicial organ. And I have been able to uncover the legislation allowing us to prosecute individuals employed by the state, and I can do that now on behalf of any person. So I can qualify myself to be a private prosecutor if you have experienced any violation of your fundamental rights by a state employee. And I just want to show you one last thing here. So under Section 6 of the Ministries and Secretaries Act and Article 30 of the Constitution of Ireland, the Attorney General can only represent the government and the public in all legal proceedings. So the very fact that the Chief State Solicitor's Office is in our High Court representing the Commissioner of An Garda Síochána is totally repugnant to our Constitution. The Guards get around €2.5 billion every year of taxpayers' money. Let them fund their own defence, okay? Let the court services, who get tens of millions of euro every year, let them fund their own defence. And let senators fund their own defence. Let judges, who get paid €250,000 every year, let them fund their own defence. They don't have to be going up to the Attorney General getting our solicitor to go and represent them when they've committed offences against us. And it's only when we stand up and exercise our rights that this can be brought into the courts on record, and we can uphold the Constitution of Ireland.
Fair play to him. I have to say, he's shown up. You went off there, Orla.
You froze.
I sure it's cold here. I honestly believe the judicial system is corrupted to its core. The government, Garda and courts are all working hand in glove. I really think you will not beat the system with the system, unfortunately. We need to get rid of that system. That's the problem here, Christine. You know what I mean? That system needs to go. You know what I mean? Like, these are Fine Gael, Fianna Fáil judges that are all in there. You know what I mean? They're all yes men. They're all being told what to do. They're all muting cases and doing whatever they feel like they want to do. They're stopping good people from going in and putting cases against them, and then they're frightening people, and then you can't afford a solicitor. You better have a solicitor. You better borrow money for it. I'm talking about family courts and everything else, the way they treat people and all them courts. It's disgusting. Then they have this in-camera rule where you're not allowed to speak about anything that goes on in that court. And that's you'll be able to speak about what's going on in the court, because people advise you more when you tell them. But because you're not allowed to tell them, there's only your solicitor, whoever solicitor you're up against or whatever. That's how it works. It's just two solicitors All this is to see who gets the best.
You're freezing.
Their customer, for their client, and that's how it works. And the judges just go, oh well, okay, if you think you can get that, you can do, okay, we'll agree on that, and boom, boom, boom. That's all it is. And unless you have a solicitor, a judge doesn't take you serious. You're not allowed to speak yourself. Even though people tell you free legal aid is free. Legal aid is not free. You have to. Well, you need to come up with a one-off payment. This is to someone who's only on 240 quid a week. Like, you know what I mean? That they have to spend half the money on a solicitor when, like, nobody knows the case like the person who's standing in front of the judge. You know what I mean? And but you're not allowed to talk about this stuff. You're not allowed to ask questions. You're not allowed to do anything. It's the whole judicial system is rotten to the core, from the guards right up to the. Listen, guards are setting people up every week. They're hitting them with this section, this section 8 and this section 6. Move along, and if you don't move along quick enough, you're arrested. Bullshit. That's bullshit. You don't have to move along as quick. Once you're moving, you know what I mean. And this thing shouldn't even be there. That was brought in during COVID. All of them laws will be taken back out now once people get into power with a couple of nationalists get into power. You know. But that's my rant over there. Yeah, but the courts, yeah, they really are. The judicial system is corrupt to the core. Bleston says, no, Patrick McGrail is brilliant. He's exposing a lot of corruption and letting people see what rights they have. So is Mark Laidlaw. Mark is a friend of mine as well. Mark was with the Yellow Vest Ireland. I think he's, what's his TikTok page now? Oh, I'll find it out and I'll put it up for you now in a while. But he talks inalienable rights. Like, we have inalienable rights from God that these don't want you known about. Like, you know what I mean? These people, you don't have to abide by anything these people tell you to abide by. You know what I mean? This is like a contract you have to sign into that, okay, I'll abide by it, but you don't have to. Your inalienable rights trump everything. You know what I mean? I'm going to get Mark on. I've been saying it for a couple of weeks now, but I'm going to do a bit of a show, maybe an hour. I'm going to bring him on myself or whatever. And if you want to come on, you can. And I want to talk about this, get the hour out and let people hear what's going on. You know what I mean? But our rights are being stripped away from us. Like, you look at who signed over these rights to us, or who signed all their stuff over. Like, you've Micheál Martin signing over migration pacts, you've Leo signing over everything else in the EU. Then you have this other gobshite and Donnelly signing off their stuff for the COVID stuff and the whole lot. Like, these are all traitors, these people, and these have all gone into sunset, and nobody knows where they are or what they're doing. I've news for you, lads. You'll be found. You will be found. I'm telling you now, and you will face justice for what you've done. Michael John, what sort of Irishman wears an English football shirt? What sort of Irishman wears an England football shirt? Yeah. What about him? Okay. Yeah. Is this who's this put as? You know what I mean? Is this the Liverpool shirt they wear or what? If it's even at me, I don't even know whether it's at me or not. Orla badly needs a hot whiskey. Michael John, Orla needs US military assistance. Yes. Are we gone again? Hold on there.
Yeah, you keep freezing.
I don't know why.
Somebody's after saying, Paul, put on the heat there. You're freezing.
Anna Purcell, that's horrendous. Sea Winter, poor sister. I hope she's feeling better. So do I. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Cheers, Jerome. Sea winds 30 hours is ridiculous. Yes. Chris Bourne, yes, I'm friends with Tommy and Ricky. Our little thing here spread to there now too. Sorry, Chris, missed you saying that. Yeah. Is there anyone going over on Saturday? Or is it Saturday or Sunday? What are we now today? The 10th, 11th, 12th. Saturday, is it? Anyone going over?
What Saturday?
For the put Christ back into Christmas in London. Tommy Robinson has called it so. Fair play to Irish Mammy or Grand, no need to apologise. Jerome, I'm screaming. I'm dreaming of a white one. Yeah, and we all represent yourself. It's totally legal, but not advised. Yes, it's not advised, lads. It's not advised. Trust me. I've heard it's not advisable.
No.
Yeah. Somebody put in there a while ago. Did we see the? Hold on there. Have I got it? I have it here somewhere. Hold on. Yes. I'm going to just share this here. This went on today. Passports. Looking for passports. These people. Now, who has been helping them out there? There's a lot of people there helping them out in yellow jackets and everything else. So I'll play that. I'll bring myself back up there. Sorry. So they're looking for passports. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? Fair play to them.
Passports to go home. Well, then that's no problem. Give them them.
No. They want Irish passports. Irish passports.
No, sorry, they're unavailable.
Yeah, unavailable. Why is that?
Unless you're Irish.
Orla, tell Paul to turn his net off for 2 minutes before live. Boost it all up. I actually did. I did that. I work in IT, so yeah, I know what to do. Nolik Sean, Jerome ready. Brendan,
they've literally to be at demanding passports and they're not doing a tap.
Exactly. Brendan Kelly. Coolock was won. Crown Paint Factory is closed down. Lady Dickens can win in the courts. Melissa Kelly was allowed. Was or wasn't? I didn't hear her speaking. She wasn't allowed as far as I could see. But I hope she is allowed to speak because she's good at what she does. I have to say, I'm really impressed with Melissa. I am. What's this, Paul? Read section 8 out, Paul. Oh, section 8. Hang on. I'll pull her up there now. Hang on. The internet is going to go slower now because I'm doing this, but hold on. I'll pull her up there now and I'll read her out for you. No problem. Section 8. Bullshit. Section 8, Public Order Act. Yes, okay, so I'll read it out there for you. Section 8 of the Criminal Justice Public Order Act 1994, in order that addresses the offence of failing to comply with a direction from a Garda member. A Garda can direct a person to stop a certain behaviour or leave an area if the person is suspected of acting in a way that is contrary to other sections in the Act or loitering in a manner that gives rise to public safety concerns. It is an offence to fail to comply with this direction without lawful authority or reasonable excuse. Penalties for this offence can include up to £1,000 fine, imprisonment for up to 6 months, or both. Key aspects. Garda direction. A member of the Garda Síochána can direct a person to stop certain behaviour or leave an area. Okay, but they can't just walk over and pick on you and pick you out of a crowd to do that. That's not how it works. And they have to have reasonable cause for coming over to do that. Trust me, I know. Okay? Reaction for direction. The direction can be given if the person is suspected of being in a public place and acting in a manner that is contrary to section 4, 5, 6, 7 or 9 of the Act. Loitering in a way that creates a reasonable apprehension of public safety or peace. Yes, again, you have to prove that in a court of law, and that hasn't been proven, and it won't be proven because some people aren't there to cause trouble. They're just picked out of the crowd. Okay, and that's what's happening. The offence. It is an offence to fail to comply with a Garda's direction without lawful authority or a reasonable excuse. A person convicted of fine of up to £1,000, imprisonment for up to 6 months, or both. So that's what it is. But that was never used until it was hardly ever used until they brought it back in. They brought it in for COVID, and that's what they used it for COVID. And that's how they got everyone off the streets during COVID. You know, so that's Section 8. After my dad died in 2018, it was total insanity. It's insanity here. Garda are aimed at the Irish, Indigenous. Yes, they are. Yeah. There has to be a crime in place. Exactly. They have to have. Trust me. I know. I've been through this. I've been through it. They have to have some sort of a reasonable explanation to say why they thought I was, or he was, or they were going to cause trouble. They have to have that. And without that, they're sunk. You know what I mean? And if he says then, in my opinion, you know what I mean? Mr. Fitzsimons was doing this, that, and the other, and Mr. whoever. But if I can prove I wasn't doing what he said I was doing, well, then that's the case gone, you know, as far as I'm concerned, you know. Promote common law jurisdiction, or you're judged under their corrupt system. Yeah. We have the right to our own existence, but that right must be fought for. Exactly, Steady Eddie. You're dead right. I've read it, and defo abuse. I've read it, and they defo abuse Section 6 and 8. Yeah. I haven't read Section 6 and 8, but I will. Dive deeper in AI mode. I don't want to go into AI. Natural law cancels out state law. Yeah. Sovereign citizens. Yeah. John 5:15. Evil 1. John 3:4. Lawless men. John 10:10. Islam. Them. Put the heating on, you're freezing. No, I'm not now. I'm grand now. Yeah. Not true philosophers will freedom be won. We all know how it will be won, but listen, sometimes I do be forgetting I'm talking about myself or someone else. Fair point. Okay. Let's just cheer the out there, mate. They have the whole system tied up in knots. Normal people are terrified. It's a huge money-making racket. It's colossal amount of money being made in this iPass stuff and in the law, in the judicial stuff. And as I said, it's all about getting deals. You know what I mean? Like, they get paid. I was up in court a while ago, right? This is no messing, right? I was up in court a while ago, right? And it was in town, and it got moved out to Blanchardstown. I went out to Blanchardstown. Legal aid, I was granted legal aid, and the guy who was granted legal aid asked me for 400 quid. Told me that he would represent me for 400 quid. I said, but you're my legal aid. And he said, I only get 50 quid per appearance. He said, I need 400 quid, so I'll represent you then. I got a text a week before the case, and he says to me, are you coming in with a few quid, or what's the start? I said, listen, I haven't got the few quid. He said, well, I won't be representing you. So I went to court the next morning, and he was there. He said, I won't be representing you. I have no money, but blah, blah, blah. So I was left with no solicitor, and it was struck out. Just as well it was struck out. Like, I was left with no solicitor because he was extorting 400 quid off me. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like, surely, Paul, more people are awake around the country. I'm going to be honest, Vincent. A lot of people.
It's hard to know, Vincent.
Around the country. No, they are. They are.
I do think. Look, I do think a lot more awakening up, but we need more. Do you know?
You don't just need it to wake up. You need it to wake up and do something. You know, something, anything at all. You know. Fair play to that girl, Cara Darmody, for 50 hours outside the dog finishes. That child should not have to be doing that.
No, she shouldn't.
This is the country we are living in now, where we're housing people we don't know from the third world in houses and everything else, and this, that, and the other, and there's no money for, you know, anything else. Like, you know what I mean? And like the likes of this child has to come out and highlight her plight. You know what I mean? And the plight of
her brothers. Her brothers have autism, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or they have a disability anyway. Yeah.
I always wear my Liverpool jersey. I'm lost. I always wear. I have one on there tonight, lads. You know, so hey, it is what it is. Jack Charlton and his English boys did Ireland well. Yeah, they did Ireland great. Wish Ireland and UK could float across the Atlantic. Could be off the coast of USA or Canada. Let's be honest about it, lads. 20 years' time, we'll just be a rock in the middle of the ocean. That's it. There'll be no Ireland anymore. Like, no Ireland. I'm telling you now. I can see it happening. We can all see it happening. Tommy is a Zionist that has subverted the nationalist movement. Ugh. A lot of people have done that. I'm cuddled up with my teddy bears. Orla, you're sick of wine now. You need a good tonic. Yeah. Fair play to Paul Nolan being there. Paul is always there. That was Paul's video I played. Sorry, I should have said that. I forgot to say that. That was Paul's video. That's what flying there. Yeah. We're up to 600 there now, people. People must be out shopping or something tonight, Orla. Well, hey, listen, we'll keep going. Fair play to everyone. Keep sharing it out. Like, share, subscribe.
Yeah, Simone's after putting up a comment there. That video was played at the very beginning, Simone.
Which one was it?
She said, did you see the footage of the ethnic groups looking for passports? So.
Yeah. You're gone off there, Orla. We're getting hit. We're getting hit. What the hell? Said the Muslims. Out the fuck with a lot of them. Yeah. Yeah. That Jerome Reid is a good fella. Yeah. Patrick McGreal has been representing the guy fighting the Pepper Finance case too. I'm praying for a win. Yes, he has.
Yeah. You're right, Sarah.
I'm going to talk to him now. I'll reach out to him now. Anthony has his number there now. I'll reach out to him for Sunday night and get him to come on because there's a few of his videos there that I've watched and I thought this guy is dead. Now, I've met him in the courts. I've met Patrick a few times in the courts when we've been in there for the Kulak thing, you know.
Right, shall we start getting some videos up?
Yeah, we will indeed. If you aren't paying taxes, that how much coppers? Sean Mack. Melissa was allowed to speak. Why are you telling lies? I'm not telling lies. What are you talking about? I was there the other day. Melissa didn't speak. Nobody spoke the other day. I didn't hear anyone speaking, Brendan, to be honest with you. It's just a yes and no and nod and whatever, you know. But okay, if you reckon she was, fair enough. I must have missed that bit. Harrow, Jacqueline Farley, monitor your CPU memory. Use your task manager. You might need to update drivers or get a new graphics card. Yeah, well, this is only a new laptop, so they came bloody well. Yes, okay. Sarah Mary Louise. Oh, this is Sarah Mary Louise. Yeah, exactly, Paul. They can't just indiscriminately cherry pick. It has to be a reasonable cause. That was what I was talking about the thing there. I'm after missing loads there. Hi, Orla. Did you see the footage of his video of loads of ethnic? Yeah, we've done all that already. Yeah, sorry. I'm just miles behind here on the comments. Yeah, thank you so much. Orla, passport and shouting out on the street. Michael McCarthy stream. Yeah, we haven't used. Hi, Orla. It doesn't freeze. Always yourself, even with Denise Gowan's cap. Okay, Orla, what you want to go with? I will.
So we've loads there, so just whatever ones, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the vaccine stuff is all together.
Yeah, we'll do that in a while. Oh, this is the cash for Muslims in the UK. This is good.
The men with many wives will be much better off after the budget. And you're probably wondering, what am I going on about? Well, you probably remember that the 2-child benefit cap has now been removed, which basically means that people with more than 2 children will receive more benefits. And it actually works out that working British families, hard-working British families, will be £18,000 worse off every year compared to people that are on benefits. But in addition to that, you also might have heard last Friday that the DWP, the Department of Work and Pensions, have received instructions from the Labour government to provide further benefits to men that have more than one wife. So it's now offering benefits to men that have second, third wives, and they're going to increase their payments from April 2026. But they're actually offering them around £6,513 per year per wife. So again, any men out there, if you want to have more than one wife and want to be popping out many children, you will get extra benefits for more children, but also an extra £6,513 per year per wife. And that's actually up to 4 wives. And remember, that payment of £6,513 will be increased by an additional £299 from April 2026.
Oh my God, that is
Unbelievable.
crazy,
And that
isn't
is
it?
only going to be affecting them, because obviously it's illegal in England, if you're an English person, to have more than one wife in the Christian religion,
Yeah.
right? So that's only, again, the Muslims. Like, I was just laughing. I was like, look at the big smile in his face. And then I was going to go, look at her. But then, hold on a minute, you can't see her face. But this is, like, they don't work. It's the taxpayer paying for everything. It's absolutely ridiculous.
I've another video there I'm going to play as well with this, but I just want to address this here. Sorry, Brendan. Who presented the Coolock case sure looked like Melissa. I thought you were talking about the other day, Brendan. No, I didn't see anyone speaking the other day. Of course, Melissa was the one who spoke for the whole case. She was brilliant. Sorry, you must have took me up wrong there. I thought I was talking about Monday. There was nobody spoke on Monday. That's all I was talking about. Melissa did a great job on the case. Fair play to her. So I think we can put that to bed now. You should be 4 wives. Yeah, there you go. 4 wives, children, houses, or our taxes pay for.
Yeah.
This is also another big one.
Why would they stop it for? They could have as many wives and his children as they want now. Do you know? And then the taxpayer paying for everything. Absolutely scandalous.
And what's happening with them is they're breeding that much. They're breeding their cousins, and this is what's happening.
We're kicking off the biggest conversation in the history of the National Health Service, because we can see the scale of the crisis. We're already taking steps to get the NHS back on its feet, but we're also shaping a 10-year plan to make sure the NHS is fit for the future. And I genuinely think, while we could have come in as a government and imposed change, I genuinely think that change is better done with people than to people. And I also think that some of the best ideas we'll get about how the NHS can improve will come from the people on the front line who work in it, and crucially, the patients who use it.
Like, that's what's happening in the UK. Like, I watched a documentary where there was 4 kids in the one out of 6.
Yeah.
4 of them were severely and mentally handicapped. That was one fella and his cousin. And then he had a brother who had 2, I think. Or no, I think what he said was, I think he had 5. And he said, Allah wasn't good to me. I got 5. He said, my brother only got 2. They were his words, So, well, see which wins. Me and my mum got the eye test today. 50 for me, as only contacts. Mum is 82, and she had to pay 350 as we sat. Muslim women with their headgear on walked in and paid nothing. It's disgusting. Like, it's really is disgusting, honestly. I wonder what's classed as a wife. Like, bigamy is illegal, so you just have to say they're your wife. Or can a Christian say they're polygamists and get an extra 7k? No, that's not how it works.
I don't think there's any limit on how many wives they can have. Do you know? Don't they have some wives in England and then they have wives over in their own country as well?
Melissa did speak on Monday, and Mandy Anja Pal. What's this Anja Pal? What are you talking about? Why are you telling lies? Like, there's yes and no, and yes, Judge Holland, or whatever his name was, Judge whatever. There's that class as talking. If that's what it was, well then okay, fair enough. But there was no extensive talking going on, to be honest with you. You know that yourself, Brendan. Now stop being a prick, okay? Stop being a prick, okay? Fucking man, it's just a gobshite, I swear to God. Paul, I sent you a video of the Muslims in the supermarket peeing on bacon. Oh, wow. Give me a look at that. Wow. Hang on, I get that. Let me see this now. Jesus Christ almighty. This is a supermarket. Muslims.
Bro, je bent radicaal. Alleen omdat hij geen varken wilt eten? Wow. We don't eat pork. We don't eat pork. Bro.
They don't eat pork. They piss all over the pork. More benefits. How can they legally marry their own cousins? Exactly. You like, it's messed up, lads. It's messed up, but that's coming here. What do you think that blatant gay fella, what's his name? The imam fella, what do you think he'll just be going around doing? Like he's marrying cousins, you know what I mean? That's his job. Inbred hills have eyes shit. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. My sister, my mother, yeah. How to improve the NHS, deport all the scrounging immigrants. That's the same everywhere. Gimmick immigrants, they want everything for free. Yes, you're right.
They're giving everything for free. This is what the problem is. You know?
Sarah Mary Louise, imagine we didn't win the referendum and with the reunification shit too, they're pushing for it all coming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lads, we're not going out on every channel here. It's, I don't know.
Did you put it up on the Irish channel?
Yeah, it's up everywhere, yeah. Talk about taking the piss. 2 wives or more, and the young English are getting the dole cut off. Whites will be working to keep others in the custom they have got accustomed to be. Yeah. We are not the same. We are not the same. I know. Anne-Marie Porter. I remember watching a documentary about relative marriages and the horrific results for the children. It's shocking. It is shocking. Like, didn't it happen years ago with the English, like with the British monarchy? They were all marrying cousins and the whole lot, and
yeah, for hundreds of years.
Eddie Powell. So realistically, which system is worse? The health system, the justice system, or the welfare system? They're all on their knees. They're all corrupt and everything. Yeah. Durable friendships. Yeah. That's exactly a durable friendship. That's what they would have been putting in, a durable relationship. Yeah. Just as well we won the referendum. Exactly what you said in the last comment. If we hadn't won the referendum, we'd have been snookered now. If you see areas of Britain, you will be scared of what is coming to Ireland. You don't care about the Irish people or anybody else who is not Muslim. I've seen it. And I've watched videos and I've seen lads go through these places. It's not a good sight. These people move in, they take over 1 or 2 houses, then they frighten the people out of the other houses with noise and music and barbecues and doing what they do. And then before you know it, this whole housing estate is Muslim and Sharia law is enforced in that estate. They marry their sisters, their brother, whoever they want to bleed and marry. That's what they do. We are not the same as them, guys. We are not the same as them. You come to my country, you come here. We're a Catholic country, we're a Christian country. You come here and you believe what we believe, or else go on somewhere else. Like, there's loads of Muslim countries around the world. You know what I mean? Good luck to you. Thought the Brits were bad. Just wait till the Muhammad crowd get a foothold. Yeah. Look at your one in the USA, married a brother. Yes, Ilhan Omar. Yeah. Trump was calling her out the last 2 days. Yes, I sent the video in. Yeah, I had it there. Yeah. Love the goats a lot. Leave the goats alone. Yeah. Share them alone. No social welfare for them. The taxpayers' money. No. They won't going home.
Well, you see, that's it. You weren't given all these free handouts.
Eddie, I like the new no filter Brian Johnson ACDC look, Paul. Thanks, Eddie. Oh, stop. They want you to bow to Allah and Mecca to worship the devil. Yes, Irish men are wimps now. Not all Irish men. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, it's been happening over a 15, 20-year period, like, you know what I mean, baiting men down and getting them, you know, it has. I love your Christmas tree, Orla.
Gallo, I see that's a nice tree. You should see the state of my tree from the cats.
Yeah.
On it, in it, under it, on top of it. Oh, yeah.
They do, but they are their own extra curl. Yeah. Poor Orla. I feel for you. Not easy coming on the show when you're in such bad form. She's not in bad form. Appreciate all you do. This also applies to Paul, Martin, and Anthony. Thanks, Grace. Yeah, you haven't seen Orla in bad form, trust me. Our traitorous government have no intention of stopping the invasion of Ireland, and that's true. So we need to be getting out there and trying to stop them ourselves. You know what I mean? That's what we need to do. I have yet to see Micheál ever answer a question to him like the Rat Harris. I have people live beside Fine Gael till they die as they watch us ass tick in a shop. Yeah. Well
actually,
said, Paul.
Where's that video? Hold on a second. Where is it? Yeah. Play the second one down. I don't have it labelled. It's under the same guy. Because this just shows them, like, you know, when they're happy, like, just look at them, like, the happy faces on them all. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. And again, all men.
Is this the number of them that have crossed the channel? Is that what you're talking about?
It's the second one down under Wednesday show.
Yeah. The new figures that are released. Yeah. Okay. I have that there. Give me a thumbs up if you have sound.
New figures
that's not it, but you can play it
show
anyway.
that now 180.
What?
That's not it, but that's one to be played anyway, so it's fine.
Okay, no. Which one are you talking about?
Look, second one down. See where it says Wednesday show.
TikTok, yeah.
I think these are all the Afghan men coming in.
That's the one I played. Oh, the men with wives. Is this the one you're talking about?
No, hold on a second. Let me see. Open link. See what the
more cash for the men with wives. No, we done that already.
No, that one there. Look.
Some footage that was just sent to me. So what we're watching
I
here.
heard that already.
Hi, Dolanda here, named after.
Hold on now. Yeah, that's that there now. We actually pulled that down the other night.
Eddie O'Grady, you forget him a lot younger than you guys, so I'm a bit lost on what you're going on about.
What's he going on about now?
I don't know. He's slagging you, but I'm a bit lost. You see, Eddie Paul's like 164, you have to remember. Like, I'm a lot younger than him. We actually think he was born 3 days before Jesus. So that makes him even older. I mean, Chris Bourne here reckons he was taking photographs of the nativity, so that would leave him even older.
These are all really funny.
Yeah, don't make me laugh.
Okay, let me see what Eddie O'Grady's saying there. 70% of asylum seekers worldwide are Muslim. Let the Middle East deal with him. Yes, yeah. Exactly. What did he say before that? Eddie O'Grady. Oh, yeah. Give us a song, Paul. Highway to Hell, maybe. Thunderstruck. A whole lot of Orla. Rosie, sorry.
I don't get that. What's that?
Orla never heard of AC/DC. Have you ever heard of AC/DC?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't. I don't really know the music.
Thunderstruck. You've been thunderstruck. It's deadly. I love what I do.
So am I not speaking up as it is without you starting to sing to me now?
If you're not mentally prepared for a violent future, you're not paying attention. Yeah. Come on, Orla. My favourite song.
Maybe I know it if I heard it. I just can't think of it.
The criminal, illegal alien invaders are now called irregular migrants by our traitorous government and our bought and paid mainstream media. The lead singer wears a cap, Orla. There you go.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I've heard of AC/DC. I just can't think of the song.
You have the voice and all, Paul.
He wishes. Listen. I have video of him singing. I'm still traumatized.
Are you serious? Was it not good that night? I thought it was bleeding brilliant that night.
No, you thought you were bleeding brilliant because you're on the whiskey.
I was hoping somebody recorded it. I thought this.
I did record it.
Night. Yeah, good, lovely. Oh, stop. There is inside coverage of the French police escorting dangerous migrants. England will be forced to deal with this. I watched it. It was live for an hour this evening. It was a documentary of a guy who went in there to the migrant camps and infiltrated them in France. Wow. wow, you want to see it. They're being escorted by police. They're getting on every bus. They're not hindered in any way to do what they want, and they just breeze right through, get on the boat, and here they are in the UK. And there's a naval ship. There's a French naval ship sitting there as well, making sure they get across the channel and they get across safely. Yeah. Crazy. Misha Era, I was in Cork today. Felt like Mogadishu. Yeah, Cork has gone mental, hasn't it? We need to do self-defense classes. Well, we have Shinanadina have self-defense classes. We have a guy who helps you out and does. We get it. What we do is we get about 10 people in, and we'll go and do a couple of classes with this guy, self-defense. He's ex-ranger or something like that. He's a good guy, but he will come in and he will train you a couple of lessons on how to look after yourself and everything else. So join Shinanadina, shinanadina.ie, www.shinanadina.ie, and you can join the self-defense classes. Oh yeah, I love the sound of alternate current and direct current. Yeah, AC. Yeah. The Scottish Australian, is that right? ACDC, some lungs on it. Yeah. I'm in the lot. Right, I'm going to play this one now, Orla. Okay. Yeah, and we'll come back and talk to this.
Some footage that was just sent to me. So what we're watching here are people from Afghanistan, predominantly men. I haven't seen any women or children boarding this flight to the United Kingdom. This was taken literally 5 days ago, and I just received it. I've just posted it to another platform, but I thought I would share it with you. You're probably aware that the MOD has already spent over £500 million in flying people in from Afghanistan into the UK, and it's believed that we're already looking at around 35,000 that have arrived. But in addition to that, we're also looking at spending another £1.5 billion on flying people in from Afghanistan into the United Kingdom under the Afghan resettlement scheme. So look, not seeing any women or children boarding a flight to the United Kingdom. Don't know what to say, but they are flying them in from Syria and Gaza as well, aren't they? So here's some footage that was.
Well, that's wonderful. An Afghan ranked #1, the highest rate of sexual assaults, and they're all very happy, and no women or children. So nothing at all to see there.
Hold on there a minute. I just want to go in here. Louise Angier. Brendan Kelly, will you explain exactly what it means for a case to be mooted, please? Sounds like you're being put through the mill, so I take my hat off to you for all your perseverance. And it's not like the courts, they are only up the road. Okay, I don't know what you mean by that. I'm not putting anyone through the mill, Louise, and to be honest with you, I don't know what he's talking about. He put out a statement yesterday saying loads of shit that I was going to do. It was all bullshit. I called it out earlier. Then he started trying to say this, that, and here we go here now. No wonder you are shocked. He actually said Melissa did not talk last Monday. I didn't hear her talking, to be honest with you. If she talked, she only talked for a couple of seconds. It was a yes and a no or whatever. That was it. So, as I said, Brendan, please stop with the bullshit, mate. Another comment from you now, and I'm just going to blank you. That's it now, I'm being honest with you. I don't mind you coming on here and having your say and doing what you do, but you're really starting to piss me off now with your bullshit, okay? And I'm not going to tolerate it anymore, okay? End of. Okay, and I don't want to have talks with you, or I don't want to have anyone getting involved with talks with you. I just don't want any talk with you. Okay, I thought we settled this the other day. We shook hands on it, and we said, let bygones be bygones. But yeah, here you are again tonight, trying to do me head in. Now, who has put you up to this, Brendan? Who has put this up to you? Is it your namesake? Your namesake, is it? Because it's not going to work with me, mate. Okay? Like, sub, and share, folks, please. Yeah, grand people. We're up to 700 now. Fair play to everyone for tuning in.
Right, so
that's it now. That's the last strike now. I'm not doing any more strikes on this one.
Do you know what that one underneath it? Will you do the one on the nun? This was shocking. So it should be the next video underneath it.
Oh, the nun that was stabbed outside there. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, this was horrendous. This was horrendous. You're not going to get this on mainstream media.
No.
Okay, you're not. Okay, just give me a thumbs up if you have us there. I'm gonna just share this.
Okay.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay, so this is the latest in Christian news. A Catholic nun was stabbed in the streets while her attacker shouted, Allahu Akbar, and the world is barely even talking about it. But don't worry, I will. A 34-year-old, Sister Maria, was stabbed outside of her convent in broad daylight. Whew, they're not even trying to hide. Witnesses are saying the attacker, who was reported to be a migrant, shouted the words Allahu Akbar. And for those who don't know, it means in Arabic, my God is greater, or God is greater.
I mean, if we
Wow.
didn't have the likes of TikTok and all these ones, X and all that, showing all this, we wouldn't even know about it because that's not going to be in the mainstream media. You know, like that's just horrendous.
So look how many churches have been ruined around
Yeah,
the,
sure, we
around
know all
Europe.
over Europe. I
Mind
know that.
around the world.
Yeah,
So there's
yeah,
250 churches in the UK alone that have been burned
yeah. I
out or
know.
vandalized,
I know.
and a lot of them are mosques now.
I know. I know.
Yeah. UK pay hundreds of millions to France to send
Mhm.
migrants to the UK. UK government, just like all European governments, are betraying their own countries. It's true.
Yeah, what's going
But
on
the
everywhere?
problem is they're coming here. They're coming to the UK and they're getting fast tracked through Belfast and through the north, and they're coming straight in here.
Yeah.
That's where they're going.
But like the
End of
simple,
story.
like the very easy or the very simple question should be like, one, it's all men, men, right? Like raining men. Two, look at their age. They're all young. Where's all the like 60, 70, 80-year-old men? Where are all them? Why aren't they coming here if there's war or there's whatever nonsense they're saying is going on in these countries, which is not? Do you know? So like, why aren't people asking these questions?
Why aren't they? Exactly, Orla. You know,
No, because they're afraid to
open
ask the
for-
questions.
Yeah. The kickboxing
Nope.
clubs around me are well aware young lads are training hard for street battles. If you're caught with drugs, you're out. Yeah, I agree with you there, mate. I really do.
And then we've
The
got the
Muslim
very
Brotherhood.
serious worry, Paul, when you finish that, is see that one there about the decline in birth rates, and then there's writing underneath it to read out. Like, this is what's going on. This is what's happening. They're coming in here. They're getting everything handed to them. They can have 101 kids if they want. But then anyone else that's out working can't, because creches are the same as mortgages. We're going through a cost of living crisis. People, like most parents now, have to go out and work to try and provide. So a lot of parents are having 1, 2, maybe 3 children, and these could be having 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, I know.
And this is the proof of it.
Yeah, I know.
I think, and I put in the stuff about Hungary.
What did they say? Muslim Brotherhood are banned in Egypt, Jordan, and many, many Muslim countries because they are a threat to society. Muslim leaders warned Europe how not to allow the Muslim Brotherhood to exist here. Yes, I agree with you there. The Muslim Brotherhood is here. It's been run by El Dodri, Dr. Umar Al Qadri, and he needs to be stopped. He is the darling of RTE, Virgin Media, and everywhere else. This man is going around. God knows what he's doing, but he came to prominence a couple of years ago, said he was bashed, which nobody has ever been charged. Nobody has ever been convicted. I'm surprised I haven't been fucking fingered for it yet. You know what I mean? So,
Paul, private chat,
well,
please.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That's no problem. He won't be there long. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, okay. I'm just looking there. I'm not seeing. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Bye, Phil. See you later. Yeah. There is free speech on the show. You're dead right. And let me just. I'm going to do this again. Brandon, you're getting way too much airtime on this one, Brandon. I'm being honest with you. Now, you're being a prick. Okay? You said you would do a story on the Kulak case. Why are you not telling the people the Kulak case was won in the courts? Because the Kulak people in the group never said I could go ahead and do a story like what I told you the other day, Brandon. When these people say it's okay for me to come out and tell the whole story of the case, then I will do that, Brandon. Until then, I won't be doing what you say, or I won't be doing what anyone else says. I will do what the group says, okay? And what's best for the Kulak group and the people in it, and how we're going to go about this. The whole lot will come out. Don't you worry. It will. You know it will. If I'm the one to do it, well, then I'm the one to do it. But it doesn't really matter, Brandon. I won't be doing it until the people of Kulak sanction me to do it. Okay? That's it now. It's put to bed. Any more now? Shite, and I will. Okay. I think that's us now with that. Yeah, we're going to do nothing. Lol, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Phil is gone. Free speech and being a wanker are two different things. Yeah, it's thank you very much for that. Yeah, block him. I don't block anyone. Now, I do block. There's a gobshite coming in there now. I blocked him because we know who he is. Like, and I will call him out. My nephew lives in Russia. Family there. I'm going to Moscow. Lovely European city. Shithole. I'm going to fuck Ireland and it's nightmare. I tell you now, if I had the money, I'd be gone. Okay, fair enough, Brendan. Yeah. Best leave it, Brendan. Yeah. Best leave it. No, fuck. No, Brendan. Fuck. Yeah. I don't want to be, listen, it's annoying me now. You know what I mean? You're trying to annoy me and I've done nothing here. You know what I mean? So Google it. Yeah. Brendan, fuck off. You were told the case was over. It's sure as hell it will come out. Well, then there you go, Brendan. If you have anything to do with it, it'll come out long before anybody else says to do it. So you walk away, mate. Okay? I won't be dragged into your bullshit. Simone, we are in such a brutal situation right across the EU, and it's the biggest experiment of all time. Too religious and to wipe out our nations. We have been stripped of our identity, and our countries needs to break away from the EU. Yes, I'm a firm believer that we need to get this. Yeah. And Angela Leggett, Brandon Kelly, Paul said weeks ago he was saying nothing until given the go ahead. So please cut it. Thank you, Angela. I did say that. I can probably pick the show and send you the link if you want.
Yeah, no, you did.
Look,
let's
only
just
the Brendan
that
fella
comes
wants to
correct.
be
Let's
around
just
the show.
leave it.
Very off-putting. Yeah, it is. Listen,
yeah.
I don't care.
Anyway, right. Let's keep going on. We'll do the decline in birth rates.
Yes, I have it here.
And then, as I said, there's a bit of writing. So I do like to look after Paul and make sure his English is up to standard.
Yeah. Let me share that there. Dun. Yeah. Okay. So
you can
there we
clearly
go.
see it, See the replacement level in the middle.
Exactly. I'm just looking at it there. Yeah. The replacement level. This decline is very concerning. Countries like Hungary have brought in tax incentives to try and help families who want to have more children. Hungary to become the first in Europe to grow birth rates. By October, moms with 3 children will pay 0 income tax for life. Next year, moms with 2 children will join them. What is Ireland doing? Creches fees are the same as a mortgage, and parents are both having to work to manage, as the cost of living here is ridiculous. Birth rates are plummeting in a lot of countries. Population collapse is the greatest threat to civilization. Change needs to happen to save humanity.
Yeah, but this is the point. I mean, if Caucasians are just having 1 or 2 children, then your Africans and all that, Indians and all that are having 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 children.
This is
okay.
There's no easy way to put this, lads. You're being outbred. We're being outbred. I've 3. I'm happy enough with the 3 I have. Okay, they'll be great, But there's people have 1 child, 40 years of age. They're not going to have any more kids. They've a 1-child family, and the reason they've a 1-child family is because they can't afford to have 2 kids or 3 kids or 4 kids. Okay, if you look at anyone that has 5 and 6 kids, they have brilliant jobs and whatever else, they're builders or whatever they are. You know what I mean? I'm being honest with you, they're on mad money and they can support all these kids. The likes of families that are working in 2 jobs, that they're paying, the 2 of them have to pay for the mortgage. You know what I mean? And
the fresh fees.
You just can't afford kids. Whereas then you have the lads coming in from El Salvador, from Uzbekistan, from Pakistan, from India, from all and Muslim countries. They're all coming in here They're not working. They're getting benefits off the state. They can Roma gypsies. There's that is my bugbear. That is my bugbear. 9 and 10 kids walking around. They're getting £1,000 a week off the social welfare. They're getting £2,000 nearly off. They're getting their houses paid for. They're getting £200 a week vouchers for Lidl's or Aldi's. Lads, come on, wake up and smell the coffee here. These are the people who are sucking this country dry. You know what I mean? They're having 8 and 9 kids. But in 20 years' time, lads, there'll be none of us left. You know what I mean? There won't be. You know what I mean? Between vaccines killing people off and cancer killing people off, there'll be none of us left. And the country will just be all Muslim. That's what's going to happen, lads, unless you get up off your holes now and help take this country back. This country needs to be taken back. I'm being serious, lads. We are in dire straits at this moment of time. I'm speaking to women every day, ringing me, telling me, oh, Paul, this is terrible. This is this is that. Wonder how much housing links to declining birth rates. Why should family reunion be a thing here too? Family formation is just being hijacked. Exactly. Like reunification. They should be only allowed in here for 5 years to work, and they shouldn't be allowed by property. That's it. End of story. I'm sorry.
Not even 5 years. They shouldn't give them 5 years.
Yeah, but you have tech workers in here getting bleeding 8 and 10 grand a month. You know what I mean? On great money. They can afford to come in here and buy a house over a 5 or 10 year period. You know what I mean? And then they have property in Ireland, and then they sell that and they move back to Poland, or they move back to somewhere in whatever, India, and they buy an apartment block, and then they're millionaires. And this is how this works, like, you know what I mean? But they're getting it all off us. It's cold here too. Anne-Marie Purcell, stop Irish having kids, live with parents, have abortions, change genders. Irish cannot afford to have children, but immigrants get everything free. 100%. Instead of buying me a coffee, Paul, I'll buy you a whiskey. You too, Orla. Thanks, Lisa.
Bulmers, no whiskey.
Bulmers, no whiskey. Have I got it there? No. Hold on, and I'll. Now, what's happening there? What's happening there now? Oh. Downloads. But that's exactly what's happening. We have no kids. Like, nobody is having kids anymore. You know what I mean? Guys, we need to be stepping up to the plate here and having a few more kids, you know?
Well, off you go, Paul.
Well, I'm unvaccinated. I'm good. You know what I mean? Mine is working, I think. Yeah. Well, I hope so. You know, I know it's working, but like whether the oil is good, I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm sure it is. You know, Des O'Connor was all right.
God help new viewers tonight.
The what? God help what? You don't
I said any new viewers tonight.
I don't know. Eddie T. What's this? Papa Fitzsimons shorts. What are you actually doing? Papa Fitzsimons in concert. There you go, guys. That must be the 11th hour is upon us. Paul, I will take my kids. Orthodox, that's me. Liberals, Muslims will go for them. Lol. My nephew, Russian Orthodox Church, no gay parade. None of them have any of that shit. I'm just going to share this here. If you want to buy us a coffee, you can. Or a whiskey, whatever you want. Bulmers, yeah. Nobody going to do sweet fuck all. No viable opposition to these traitors. People have given up. Yeah, look what the Romanians did in the 70s. Yeah. We have only about 11 months to try to turn this around. After that, we're fucked. We've been saying that for the last 2 years, but I get where you're coming from, yeah. We don't want any immigrants, legal or illegal. Well, it's the legal ones that are the ones that doing this as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people don't realise, like, through the European trade deal, like 300 million people can walk through here at any given time, you know, and there's nothing we can do about it. Bulmers, Orla, yeah, always the end game. Anne-Marie Purcell, government supporting a video of spun out encouraging adult children to live with their parents. Yeah, I couldn't find it. I went to look for that the other night.
It's been taken down. I heard it on the news earlier on in the car. It was taken down because they got so much hassle over it. Imagine
has anyone got it downloaded?
It's okay to live with your parents. Like, as in no incentive for them to want to have their own house. Like, that just says it all about how much our government hates us. Like, they don't want you doing anywhere or doing anything or going anywhere or, you know, or caring about anything. They just want, you know, just to be like little yes men, and we're just sick of the whole lot now. Absolutely sick of them.
Just see, I haven't seen that there. I'm just looking through here to see did anyone send in the video. They didn't. I haven't got the video of that.
No, well,
the
as I said,
nuclear
yeah, it's been
society is
taken
weaponized.
down.
Paul Loy's 67, yes, 57 next week. 60,000 Irish babies aborted. There 2,000 classrooms for Irish kids gone. Genocide, only 4 million.
And anyway, speaking of corruption, there's a video there under it with GoFundMe. That's a clue who this is about.
Yeah.
Who's got the world's longest GoFundMe?
Yeah. Let's go with that, yeah. That's this Ginny Joe. We'll share that now. Okay. Don't know whether you can see that or not. I'll make it a little bit bigger for you. This is the GoFundMe EU planned reparations loan for Ukraine. Every nation must contribute. Germany are given 51.3 billion, France 34 billion, Italy 25 billion, Spain 18 billion, Netherlands 14 billion, Poland 10 billion, Sweden 7.2 billion, Belgium 7.2 billion, Austria 5.5, Denmark 4.9, and look at us there, Ireland 4.5 billion we are given to the war machine.
And then look at the countries underneath, and a lot of them are far bigger than us.
Yes.
And we're actually giving more money than them.
Yeah. Hungary are given 1.4.
No. This is what they're advised. And then you'll see at the bottom.
Yeah.
Hungary is giving the two fingers up.
Yeah.
Saying no.
Well, so have France. The EU will loan these funds to Ukraine in hopes to justify the acquisition of Russian frozen assets. It's not for Ukraine, just a way to justify stealing from Russia. France, Belgium, Hungary, and Slovakia have.
Well, if I wasn't feeling sick beforehand, I'm feeling sick looking at that photograph.
After looking at them pair, yeah.
Oh my God. Who in the comments run around there? Somebody said something there. Hold on a second now. Where did I see it? Where did I see it? Galloway, thank you very much for sending money over. I can't remember who said. Somebody said it anyway about he probably needs more Ferraris. Well, his wife is driving around €1 million car. He has several yachts and he has several mansions. He lost €1 billion, like as you do. And as I said, maybe somebody wanted to start his bed. Do you know? But it is the world's longest GoFundMe. Unbelievable, like.
Yeah, I know. Send Christmas cards to Enoch. Yes, we need to do that. Derek Domino showed the video today. I'll pull it down for Sunday, just to have it there. And Hungry or right.
Eddie O'Grady has sent it on. There's the link with the video.
Yep. Just send the link in, Eddie. Just send the link on its own in, Eddie, and I can click on the link then. No, I can't even click on the link. Send it to me on the 085 number, Eddie. There you go. Or the 089 203 1521. If you send it to me on that, Ed, I can click into it and I'll play it. So I'm going to stop sharing that there now. Yeah.
It's just ridiculous, like how much money. And again, just completely dictated to by von der Leyen or von der Leyen and her cronies. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just ridiculous.
Von der Leyen done a speech today about making travel from India legal going forward now. Also, Paul, Derek's video is nearly 15 minutes long. Yeah, no, I'll take it out of it. But if somebody can send it in to me to the WhatsApp there, I'll. Why is Ireland funding this when we've an Irish homeless crisis and a hospital waiting list longer than the Great Wall of China?
Exactly.
And Irish struggling to pay bills and food. It's shameful. Yeah. Yes,
and we have a children's hospital that can't be finished. We have children that can't get their scoliosis operations. We have how many children can't get special needs assessments, speech therapy, respite, all the people who can't get medical cards, the elderly that are going to be absolutely freezing this winter because we've no electricity credits, even though they're making millions in profits. But let's send more money over to you, man.
Yeah, there's Fionnuala Murkill. Etna, there's a new build on Ballyfermot Road, Markovich Park. I saw a one in full black hijab letterbox going into one. Listen, the same happened up in Coolock only a couple of weeks ago. Hey, Tina, how are you doing, hon? How are you? It's disgraceful. Somebody just sent that in to me there. Do you know something? You can... Hold on, I'll see. Can you
get what?
I'm just saying, is it...
Paul.
I'm trying to look through... What? No, I'm trying to look through the video here. Hang on. I'm just trying to get the video here so as you can...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hang on there. This is just a Derek Domino one, so I'm just going to play this one here so as we can... Just give me a heads up if you can hear it.
The message just sent there now, look.
I didn't see it. Sorry. From Eddie, is it? Yeah,
No,
I have it there now.
Irish.
Okay. Yeah, don't mind him, Orla. I'll deal with the fucking idiot. Don't worry about it. But Paul, will you send the link? I can't use the QR code. Yes, no problem, Lisa. I will put it up there now. Just bear with me. I'll just throw the link in there. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'll just throw the link in there and you can get the link from there. Okay. Boom. I'll send it to Orla. No, I have it there now. I'm just going to play this here now. All right. And we'll come back and...
Is that a shortened version?
No, this is the actual whole lot, but this must be the bit it's at. It must be a minute.
Oh,
or
right.
so.
Okay.
How are you, Chris? Won't do window pot? Yeah, okay. Let me just play this now.
Shall we? This is gold.
Moving back in with family after living out of home can take some time to get used to.
Here are some steps that you can take to make the transition easier for you.
I see they've got two absolutely, totally and unequivocally typical Irish young people there. Absolutely, totally normal, totally representative. 100%. Yes, absolutely typical of young Irish people. Yeah, go ahead, typically young Irish people.
And your family. Sharing a home with family members as an adult is very different to doing so as a child. During your time apart, you've probably all grown as people and developed different living needs and expectations.
Yeah, well, if you're a normal person, you have, because that's how normal people develop as they grow and mature. If you are trying to somehow move back into your parents' box room in your 20s, 30s, or even 40s, let's just say that's a bad plan from start to finish. It shouldn't be that way. It never was in previous generations. But thanks to our government and their policies, it's no real thing. And they're making videos like this instead of solving the problem. Carry on, typical young Irish people. Do carry on.
Talking openly with your family about everyone's expectations when you first move back home can help prevent any conflict later on. Take the time to set up some house rules, such as paying rent and doing housework.
Communicate with your family. Moving back home might be enjoyable at first, but over time...
No, it's not enjoyable at first. It's not enjoyable at all, I would say. Not in any way is it enjoyable. Not for the parents and not for the 20 or 40 something young person who's forced into it. It's not it's a marriage of convenience. I don't mean that in an incestual. You know what I mean? It's something they're all forced to do and everybody's having to muck in and grin and bear it. It's not enjoyable at the start. Stop it with this nonsense. Irish government, you did this to us. Carry on, typical young Irish person.
It's possible you might have some conflicts. This is completely normal. If this happens, it's important to discuss the issue with your family as soon as possible and work towards resolving it together.
Help out around the house. It can be easy to revert to your former roles if you move back in with family. However,
revert to your former roles? What nonsense talk is that? What, you're now the kid again? This is absolute twat, is what this is. Twat!
Agreeing to take on some household chores is beneficial for everyone involved.
Do the dishes for your mother. That's where you're at there. Sorry, I'll do the dishes. As everybody's just trying to kind of get along.
Not only will it lighten the workload for your family, but it will also help you feel more independent and encourage them to see and treat you as an adult.
Help you feel more independent. You're living in your folks' box room. There's nothing independent about that. I'm sorry. No, this is an attempt to normalise the abnormal. Do carry on, typical Irish young person.
Or you may have moved home to save money, or because you're having difficulty finding a place to live. Whatever your reason, it can be helpful to set yourself a goal if you're hoping to move out again. If your situation changes and you need to stay with your family for longer, make sure to discuss it with them.
Take care. Back home can be challenging, especially if you moved because you had to.
Because you had to? What, you think people are moving back in with their folks in their 30s or 40s because they want to, as a lifestyle choice? Really?
If you're feeling down about your situation, talking about it with someone you trust can be very helpful. You could.
Why don't you talk about it with your local TD or your local councillor? How about you talk to them? That's who you should be talking to if you're feeling a bit down about it, because they are the ones who caused this damn mess in the first place. So the more people that talk to them when they're feeling a bit down, the better, and the sooner we might get a resolution, although I wouldn't hold my breath. Do carry on, typical young Irish people. Finish out the piece.
Speak with a friend, a relative, or a counsellor.
Or a TD. Yes, I saw that. No, thanks to me, you've seen that. No need to thank me. I'm good like that.
So if you don't do the dishes, is your mother going to come out with a wooden spoon again? Like, did you ever hear such an amount of crap?
Or a smack of a shoe, you know, always take off the shoe and go,
you know, to make them feel like, you know, they're happy
hit
to be
you in the
at
back
home.
of the head.
Yeah, because I'm sure, as he said, every 30 and 40-year-old is just delighted to be back at home, living in the box room. For the love of God. The utter, excuse my language, shite that they're putting out is unbelievable.
Is it compulsory for these adult kids to wear nappy suits to do their throat tampons and get the time out? Maybe a bedtime story. Yeah, it's just.
But this again is coming from our government to normalise what's going on, because they're letting all the foreigners into the country. They're taking up the houses. There's no houses for Irish people. Do you know?
Oh, good.
Like, it's just.
Yeah, I know, Orla, I know. I'm just looking here.
And actually, speaking of that, that's a good time to play Chris's video. I was talking to Chris this evening. He wasn't able to come on because he had a meeting at Liberty Food Kitchen. Now, wait till you hear this. This is what's happening. This man doesn't even have a parent's bedroom to go to.
Hang on there, I get it. Did I pull down that? I did pull down that. That's there. Liberty Soup Run. Yeah. This is Chris. Let's play this.
Morning guys, just on the way to work there this morning and just stopped for a coffee. There's a guy outside the garage, homeless lad. I've never seen him before, only a young lad. But I got talking to him, asked him do you want a coffee, he said yeah. Just asked him the situation, stood up for about 5-10 minutes and just asking him like how he became homeless and what happened to him, and you know, and at first he didn't want to share it. I said, no, it's okay if you don't want to share it. He said, no, look, I just came from a bad background, he said, and I just fell on hard times. He said, I took to the streets 2 years ago. He said, got introduced to drugs and alcohol, and, you know, before he would have never took any substance. He was a working lad, but just fell on hard times. So I was just basically asking him, what are you going to be doing this Christmas? Are you in a hostel? And he said no, he doesn't want to stay in a hostel because we all know the stories of most of the hostels. He said he just feels safer staying on the streets, which is shocking. But I was telling him about the dinner in the RDS Christmas Day, but he never knew about it because he doesn't have a phone around, he doesn't have social media. So I was telling him where the pick-up points were written down for him, and you know, you're so grateful. Oh, lovely, lovely lad. So I told him about other soup kitchens. He's aware of some soup kitchens, but he didn't know where we set up, so I told him about us being down on Thomas Street on Thursday. Said he's going to drop down and try to get his hair cut if you have a barber and stuff. But I was just sitting in the van then looking at him, you know. I was just saying to myself, how lucky are we? How lucky are we to have a bed, to have a roof over our heads? Just looking out the window at that lad this morning, and he kept looking over and waving, saying thanks, you know. Just a simple little thing like buying that lad a cup of coffee this morning cheered him up so much. And the sad thing about it is, he's going to be out on the streets now for Christmas Day. Well, he can get to the RDS for a couple of hours anyways, which is good. But not only Christmas Day, this time of year, walking around the streets. Like Christmas Day, Everybody, I mean everybody, should be with somebody, not to be on their own. Because it's a time for family, it's a time for being with each other, it's a time for caring about each other. Yeah, you know, it's hard when you see stuff like that, when you talk to lads like that and girls like that, you know. And I don't know the man's story, I can only take his word. But what I will say is a lovely lad, and so polite and so thankful for a lousy cup of coffee. So yeah, there you go. Hope you're all well, hope you enjoy your Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, yeah, today is Tuesday. Have a lovely Tuesday. Liberty Super, and we'll be back out in the streets tonight from about 8 o'clock. Thanks guys, I'll talk to you soon.
Fair play to Chris.
Yeah, so Chris is definitely going to come on one of the nights. He had a meeting this evening. Again, look, if you see a homeless person out, I was going to say guy, sorry, it can be women as well. Buy them a tea or coffee and maybe a roll or something hot. And that is true. Like I've spoken to a couple of people and they've just said the same thing. They don't want to go into the hostels because a load of them, not all of them now, but a load of them have drugs in them, and especially if they're trying to stay off drugs, they don't want to be around it. But again, we have the issue that we do not have enough hostels. We've all these buildings been turned into iPass centres, and there's not enough hostels.
Yeah.
Do you know? Like it's just. But again, whose fault is this? This is our government's fault. There's nowhere like for homeless people to go to, or very few places. Like, but again, Muhammad can come off the boat with no passport, no identification, no nothing, and everything is handed to him. You know, it's just scandalous. Absolutely scandalous.
Yeah. Absolutely, Orla.
Gallows comment.
Alan Krogan. Alan, how are you, Alan? Hey, Paul and Orla. Hope all is good. Countries getting common sense now. We're Hungary, Italy, Belgium, and the Czech Republic. The AFD, Austria, France's FPO, Poland, Finland, Slovakia, Sweden, and the Netherlands are all going right ever since Trump's speech. It's true. It is true. Fair play to the Liberty Soup Run. Where are we there?
Yeah, they're very good.
There. Where am I?
There's a comment there. Oh yeah, keep going to Galloway.
Yeah. Hold
After
on.
Chris's comment. Chris, I do with Martin. Yes, I agree. The wooden spoon is needed to put a bit of manners on it.
Yeah. Anne-Marie, what's Anne-Marie saying? What a heartbreaking story. That poor lad. World politicians are handing out air money to migrants and a war. This lad and many other Irish are suffering unbearably. Yeah. Absolutely despicable.
True. Yeah. That Gallo comment is at 10:27.
Oh, hold on. 10:27.
I love the way they really speak the truth.
Before he say 10:27. Hold on. Paul also has a magnetic personality, but Orla has him under the thumb. I have a very good personality. For anyone who knows me, they'll know. You know what I mean? When you know. Tina and Ukraine, is this what we're fighting for? The next generation, sweet Jesus. They're as useless as tits on a bull. They know nothing of hardship. I spent 6 months living in my car with my 2 kids, and my son ended up in the children's hospital coming up for 6 months with a nervous breakdown. This government didn't give a shit for us, the Irish people. No, they don't. No, they don't. It's disgusting.
Care.
And have you seen today?
Class citizens that don't care.
Have you seen today as well? Joseph Palani's family are getting back the 350 grand that was seized when they raided his house. Yeah.
Really? Where did they get that money from?
That was savings. That's what they said. That it's savings that they had.
I thought they weren't working.
And Cab is giving the money back.
Savings?
I know. Irish. Thanks to Orla and Paul mentioning Liberty Super Run a couple of weeks ago. Made me reach out to them, and they made 742 quid for last Saturday. That's the power of this show. I wish we could do more. Yeah.
Yeah, listen, I've
highlighted
them a few. Or sorry, we've highlighted them a few times in the show. I've highlighted them on my Facebook page and all that. But again, most counties will have some sort of homeless organizations. So just like reach out to them and just see if you can help with either donations of food or money or whatever, you know, just to lend a hand. Because like we're coming into winter time now, you know.
Galloway Toyota ID, a Freedom Dad Hun hates Catholics. Seeing what you have said. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about there. I'd be jesting, Orla. You're gorgeous, love. Keep the show going. Great crack, folks, and thanks for your dedication. No problem.
No, thank you for all your support. I always say we have
not
we have the
probably
best
not Polani.
followers.
It wasn't Polani. It's the other fella. What's his name? That killed the 2 guys up in Sligo. I had it here. Where is it? What was his name? Remember, he beheaded the 2. He beheaded the lads up in
God, I
Sligo.
can't think of his name.
For him, his family will be getting the money back, 350 grand. Now, if that's not rubbing your nose in it, what is?
Yeah, disgraceful.
Mohammed something. That's exactly it.
But
if I got found with 350 grand, I'd have to prove every penny where
was
that
it
came
not
from.
Pushka's family? Drew's after putting it in. Was it not his family?
Yeah.
Pushka, that's the fellow who killed Ashley Murphy?
No, it's the other
No,
fellow.
it was his family. They had money.
Was it?
Yeah.
No, it was the fella up in Sligo. It was definitely the fella up in Sligo that killed
No, unless he had money as well, which wouldn't surprise me.
He
But
had
again, where are they getting all this money
350
from?
The gay man killer, yeah. Puska, yeah. No, Puska, it's not Puska. It's Joseph Polani, I'm sure. Let's see how I got it here. I sent it to myself.
Yeah, somebody
but
said it's Polani. Sorry.
Yeah, it's definitely Polani. Yeah, I have it somewhere here. Patrick McGreal. Where are you? Jeez. Now my WhatsApp's gone, lads. I'm at the losing my WhatsApp. All my WhatsApps are gone.
Yeah, no, I think it's him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's him, all right.
Mm. Right, so that's Chris done. That's grand. Right. Do you want to we'll go over to the vaccine stuff and we'll do that now, because what time is it now? It's nearly 20 to 11.
Yeah, Jesus, yeah.
We can start off with the interesting chart that's come out about the flu vaccines.
Yeah, hang on. Orla, I'll get you there into Orla, flu vaccines. Yes, the new study.
And then I also included the previous chart from that study. We featured it before, the Cleveland one.
Yeah, I was there. Vaccine truth. I just want to get this here, the study. I want to pull this down first, and so as I have the right in front of me, Orla. You know yourself. You know the story here, how I roll, you know. So yeah, I'm going to share this here. This is the uptake for the flu vaccine.
No, it's not the uptake. It's the showing the cases.
Or the outbreaks. Sorry, the outbreaks. Yes, sorry, not my bad. Outbreaks. So there we have it.
Looky there.
Looky there. Look at the flu. New study, flu vaccination linked to 27% increased risk of flu. Can you see that picture? Yeah. You can see the picture, yeah.
So that's just proven, right? This you know, this has only just come out, this chart, right? Yeah. And then the next chart is what we already featured about how the major Cleveland study said that there's a 27% higher chance of you getting the flu.
Vaccine effectiveness, during 24-25 flu season.
Yeah.
Justice analysis. Vaccinated had significantly higher flu incidence than unvaccinated.
Yeah.
So that's that one. And there you go. Look.
And then that's from that study. And you can see it.
Effectiveness of influenza vaccine during 24-25 respiratory.
The blue line is the vaccinated.
Yeah. And the not vaccinated are there. Look at this. Simon Manhue plot comparing the cumulative incidence of influenza for subjects stratified by vaccination status. Day 0 was 1st of October 2024, the day the influenza vaccine began to be offered to employees for the respiratory viral season. Point estimates and 95% confidence intervals are jittered along the x-axis to improve visibility. So there you go, people.
Yeah. So
There you go.
why is a vaccine being given out? And how many people are told that? What is the point? If you're going to get a vaccine, it should stop you from getting the illness. You shouldn't get it at all. But now you've got a 27% higher chance of getting it. And what's the saying that the doctors always say? That if you do get the flu shot and you get the flu afterwards, normally it's 10 times worse. So what is the point?
As Magneto said in X-Men, The Last Stand, no needle shall ever touch my skin again.
Yeah.
I'm the same. They are covering up excess deaths. They are covering up excess deaths.
And remember
yet,
something. The flu shot, especially the nasal one, is a live virus. So it's shedding. And that's probably what's wrong with me.
yes,
Because I said
definitely
this
it is.
the
It's
other
a
night on the
live
show.
virus.
I said, I have a cough and find it hard to get rid of. And it reminds me very much of the cough I had back in 2019.
COVID was for the vax. The vax is not
Exactly.
for COVID. Let that sink in. Yes, exactly.
Yes, we all know that, yeah.
But you look at this. I sat in there the other night with my dad, and they were on the news talking about how the flu has gone through the hospitals and this, that, and the other. Are they asking, are these people vaccinated?
Yeah.
If they're not asking the question anymore. When you used to go into hospital during COVID, they used to ask you were you vaccinated, and if you weren't vaccinated, you were sent somewhere else. Sent off to die or whatever. You know what I mean? But now they don't even ask you whether you're vaccinated or not because everybody is vaccinated. I think it came out 2 years ago. I think there was a study done that everybody, they were saying the unvaccinated were causing this, that, and the other, and it was the vaccinated that were the ones that was in every hospital, not unvaccinated people.
Yeah.
My GP office phoned me last week when I was coming in with my flu jab. I said I wasn't. Since when are they calling patients? They're sending out texts and calling patients all the time. Yeah, that's what they do.
But isn't it funny they never call us? I've never got a phone call from them.
Well, I've never taken a
They
vaccine,
know
so
better, that's why.
you haven't got my number.
Mm.
I didn't buy into all of that shite that everyone did during COVID, where they could track and trace your phone and track and trace. Cop on, lads. I knew that was a red flag straight
Oh,
away.
yeah. Do
I
you remember
didn't do
that?
any of that.
Yeah.
They never got my number.
No, but the best one. No, the two best ones. Sorry, the two best ones is that one, they convince people that you could be sick with a deadly virus but have no symptoms whatsoever.
No symptoms.
And two,
yeah.
your vaccine only worked if somebody else got theirs. Now that was the best one ever.
That was the greatest. And listen, COVID won't get you if you spend over £9 on a sandwich and a pint.
Yeah.
Hey, that was the best one, yeah. Alan Krogan. Oh, by the way, Paul and Orla, I just remembered I'm 18 years sober today. Best thing I ever did. Well done, Alan. Fair
Well
play
done,
to you.
Alan. Congratulations.
This was a targeted biological weapon. Yes, it was. How many of those new to the parish are getting flu jabs?
No, they're
None of
not.
them.
No, they're too busy coming in with TB or whatever else they're coming in with.
TB is rampant. Yeah, the digital wallet on the way. Yes, it is. Orla had the same. Orla, I had the same for a month. Yeah. 79% of Irish populace got the first vaccine. I don't have the stats of the second and the third, etc. They reckon 95% of the population got it. I think it's nearer to 60.
No. Yeah, I'd say
I
around
think 60. If it's even 60. I don't think the propaganda machine was out in force saying, oh, we've 90%, we've 95%, and there's only just that 5% we need to get them done. And people, I'm going to be honest with you. My ex told me, if you loved me and the kids, you'd get vaccinated. Now, there's a thing to say to someone. How many other men were told that, and how many other men just folded and got it? It's got a 9-year-old boy needing a dentist. They wanted to pay for an emergency appointment, but if you're Lithuanian, you can march straight into the free treatment. Explain that one, folks.
Yeah. But I've said this before about the flu shot. They have definitely changed the flu shot. That young girl I know has ended up having horrific nosebleeds with clots, and that only happens when she is around somebody that has an mRNA. So they have definitely changed the flu shot, and that is shedding.
Yeah. No wonder everyone is sick thanks to scammers coming in. Yeah, exactly. Everyone is sick.
In the last
And this
5
is
years,
AIDS.
in the last 5 years, I've literally had nothing apart from one or just a couple of minor head colds. You know the way you just get a stuffed nose, and that's really about it. But I've had this annoying cough now for the last week. Do you know? And as I said, it just reminds me of what went around in 2019. So they're up to something again.
Well, would you believe I saw a chart today on TikTok of a Ryanair plane taking off and going down around Carlow and doing loops and loops and loops. There's no messing. And then flying out and flying back into Dublin Airport. And then it came out again and came down towards Wicklow and done the same around Wicklow. You know what I mean? Whether it blows it in then to the land. We don't know what's coming in here. Like, you know what I mean? Your phone is your digital wallet. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I don't use any of the cards or anything like that on my phone. I don't do that. I don't
have it either. I try to use
asylum
cash
seekers
as
are
much
not
as I
required
can.
to get jabbed, even at the height of the lockdowns. Yes, they weren't. You're right. They're still not. Paul, I sent that Polanyi family money article to you. Okay, hang on. I have it here. Just bear with me there. No. That was a different one you sent me. The Polanyi one is here. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I see somebody's put up a really good comment there about the collective immunity is crumbling according to Geert van der Bosch. That is 100% true. The way you get herd immunity is not through vaccination. It's through natural immunity. That's how you get it. And we only discussed this about the measles shots. That if you got measles as a child, more than likely you will end up having natural immunity. But not if you take the measles shot. It does not give.
There's Irish mammy there. Down here in Waterford, it was the highest in the world, I heard, to be vaccinated. Yes, per populace,
it
whatever,
was, yeah.
1 to 1,000. I
Remember,
always knew I was actually...
It was the highest took the shot, and it was also the highest record of...
and the highest deaths,
excess
deaths.
Yeah,
and excess deaths.
Yeah.
Yeah, my ex said to join John, my name is not John, I love my dog. Okay, my ex said to me, hi John, my name is not John. Okay. Lemon and honey. There you go, Orla. Lemon and honey we need.
Oh, I'm on my friend is Paul was laughing at the other day. Homeopath.
I've never had the jab. I've never been sick in over 10 years. Neither have I.
No, in the last 5 years I've barely had anything. But this, as I said, this is weird. This is like, as I said, what went on in 2019. So they're probably up to some nonsense again.
Of course they are. I was sick. As I said, I got no jabs, I got nothing. I was very sick in 2019. I dosed of the flu, couldn't get out of bed for a couple of days. I felt really shit. And then I started watching the videos coming out.
I will say something. It might help if I stayed at home. I'm too busy outside doing business videos in the freezing cold.
Yeah, doing business videos. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So maybe that isn't helping either.
But like as I said, I was the same as you. I haven't been sick since 2019. Touch wood. That's nearly 5 years.
I haven't had a chest infection since I gave up the fags. And that was
6 years. It's 6 years now. It was the 19th of December. It'll be 6 years since the last time I was sick. My doctor and everything has died since I was sick. I never had to go to the doctor.
See, Chris is saying roving and reporting. Yes, Chris, roving and reporting and try not to die of a coughing fit during my videos.
Yeah. Wear a hat. I got one of them.
I take it off for the videos.
Do you know what I got? I was up in Newry there a couple of weeks ago. I was up getting whatever. And I got one of them snooty things, that come down and it's like a mask.
What is it?
It's like one of them snoods, it goes down over your head and it goes around here and comes up. Oh man, it's the bomb.
So Paul, it goes up around here. Does it come down around here as well? That's gonna
not yet. I'm gonna get one of them hijabs for the protest.
Wear one of them next week on next week's show, world exclusive.
Yeah. I'll be sitting here with a letterbox. Nobody will know who it is. Yeah, I'm gonna get one. It's for the next protest. You're allowed to wear hijabs at protests now because they can't stop you. Did you see how many people were at that protest today? The blacks and everything else looking for passports. So many of them had masks on. Yeah. Medical masks. So that's what we need to wear now because the flu season is here now, lads. If you don't want your face to be seen, just wear one of them.
Right. Okay.
back.
So there's aluminium. There's a video on aluminium, and then there's Andrew Wakefield.
Okay, we've a video on aluminium. Ah, look at this. Who sent me that picture? Me with the baby Jesus.
Laura, there was definitely something out in 2019, 100%. This was all to lead the path for the convent.
You see this? So I just sent this. This is cool. I love this. Love it.
We said it. Chris Bourne, you are right. You said he was around there at the time of Jesus. There you are. There's proof.
Oh, Jesus, she's so mad. Who sent me that, Al? Fair play to you, Al. But, yeah. Hold on, Orla. Sorry.
So we have aluminium, and then there's Andrew Wakefield.
Aluminium. That's the what you call it one. Is that Sherry Tenpenny?
Yes. The brilliant Sherry Tenpenny.
Hang on. I thought I did pull it down there. William Macus. Where are you? I'll just open it up again for you. Oh, it's Instagram, is it?
Yeah, it's Instagram, yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to have to open it again.
Oh my God. Chris Bourne told you, except what I said. Paul was the photographer. So Paul, you are actually older than Jesus. More than 3 days now. There's proof.
Yeah.
See, you're just getting caught out. You can't lie about your age, Paul.
Actually, don't lie about anything. Right, let's play this now. It's not a great, but you'll hear it. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear it.
Foreign matter into children at a very tender age when they're still going through rapid cardiovascular, neurological, lung, everything development. Their bones are growing. Everything is happening rapidly. It's like throwing hands full of salt into your gas tank and expecting things to work well. They poison kids systematically that at 2, 4, 6 months and 1 year, they'll get 28 injections by the time they're 1 year of age.
Okay, I feel sick now because I did this to my children.
And they'll have, by 2 years of age, when the kidneys become fully functional to get rid of the aluminum, that happens at 2 years of age. They'll have 4,700 micrograms of aluminum that will be injected into them that can't get out of their body. So it's stored in their brain and their bones and their liver and their kidney. And so we are poisoning children. It's a pediatric poisoning program. When you are injecting foreign matter into children at a very tender age, when they're still going through rapid cardiovascular, neurological, lung, everything development, their bones are growing, everything is happening rapidly. It's like throwing hands full of salt into your gas tank and expecting things to work well. They poison kids systematically that at 2, 4, 6 months and 1 year, they'll get 28.
Sorry, we already went through that. Fair play. Like that Sherry Tenpenny is something else, I swear to God.
She's brilliant. She's brilliant.
Yeah.
Andrew Wakefield is under that.
I have it there, yeah.
He's brilliant for speaking out about autism and that.
Let's talk about this then.
Combination, and unfortunately deeply politicized. President Trump announced a sweeping plan to reform the childhood vaccine schedule. And he did it by adopting the very recommendation that I made back in 1998. And that includes splitting the MMR vaccine into individual measles, mumps, and rubella shots. He wants to delay the hepatitis B vaccine until age 12, remove mercury, remove aluminum, stop the too many, too soon approach, spacing out vaccines, and eliminating Tylenol use around the time of vaccination. The millions of founders whose children were injured, who were ignored, who were gaslit, shamed, this is vindication. But more importantly, it's hope. Based on independent research without interference from the pharmaceutical industry asking the hard questions that should have been asked decades ago. Let me be absolutely clear. This is about being pro-safety, pro-transparency, and pro-child, and particularly the right of parents to choose on behalf of their children. The autism epidemic is real, and it's time we confronted it with honesty and courage.
Fair play to him. He's a good man.
Now, if you go back up further, this is upsetting.
Yeah.
The video about worried about whooping cough. So just to give the viewers a bit of a warning. But it needs to be played. People need to know.
Which one is that?
We
now?
always keep saying this. We can't tell anybody else what to do, all right? But there must be informed consent. If you're going to drink a litre of bleach and you know it's more than likely burn the throat if you can kill you, then that's your choice. You've been told. But people are not being told what is in these shots and what they can do. There must be informed consent.
Okay, which one am I looking for? The vaccine truths one, is it? Is that on
No,
Instagram?
it says worried about whooping cough. So as I said, just viewer discretion.
No, I'm not seeing it.
It's there, look.
I'm not seeing where it says worried about whooping cough. Okay,
There.
I'm not seeing that.
You see it?
I can see what you're. That's what I just said to you. It's on Instagram, and you said no, it's not.
Oh no, I'm looking at the top of it. I thought you were looking at the heading.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. Ari. This one here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Can I make that a bit bigger? Yeah.
So he was a little bit early, but he was really healthy and he didn't have any NICU time. We skipped Hep B at birth because I was just nervous about having that. But for some reason, I went ahead with his normal 2-month and then 4-month vaccines. But right before his 4-month vaccines, he was actually sick with RSV. It was about 2 weeks before these vaccines. But we walked in, we did all of the normal things, and then they started talking about the vaccines. And I said, you know, he's just been so sick, I really think we should wait. This is what we'd done before if one of our other kids was sick. Mason was our third. And they said, pertussis is really bad. You have a premature infant who has just had RSV, and he really needs this shot. That's what they said to me. I said, we're really not interested in that today. And they turned to my husband and they said, pertussis is a deadly disease, and you need to get your son vaccinated or he could die. The verbatim words that they used with him are, if you do not get your son vaccinated, you're signing his death certificate. And that was incredibly hard hitting. We just seen this baby in the hospital. We were completely coerced into believing that that was the truth. And so we got that vaccine, which was a 5-in-1 vaccine.
Pentacell, probably.
Yes.
Yeah, that was, in my experience, one of the worst combo vaccines ever. When we tried it a couple different times in my group practice at the time, I wasn't on my own. Calls went through the roof from parents with kids who were screaming, high fevers. There was something wrong with that vaccine.
A lot of the Fitzsimons I've talked to, it's been that vaccine specifically. So he got the vaccine on March 1st, 2011. And we went home and he was fussy, but he had been fussy since the 2-month shots. He had been a colicky, screamed 23 hours a day baby between the 2-month and 4-month appointment. And within 24 hours of that appointment, he actually went quiet, bizarrely quiet. And the last time I saw him was March 4th when I put him to bed. My husband took him upstairs for the night. When we went up for the night, Mason slept in a bassinet next to our bed. I leaned over to kiss him, and it was just after midnight, so March 5th, technically. And I kissed his forehead like I did so many times before. And it was really cold.
Oh.
And I knew immediately that he was dead. So I just started screaming to my husband that he's dead. I don't know what to do. He's dead. And my husband just picked him up and ran out the door and drove him himself, trying to do CPR over his shoulder while he drove. 90 minutes of resuscitation efforts, so much epinephrine that he wasn't coming back.
That was the day after the shots?
3 days after.
3 days after. The death rate from the vaccines or pertussis is way greater than the death rate from pertussis, from whooping cough. So it's tragic when you lose a child either way.
Right.
But why would you choose an option that's more deadly? But you didn't get that choice. The way they manipulated the situation for you, I'm very sorry.
Mason was born at 35 weeks.
Now, what do you say over that? Like,
It's heartbreaking.
That mother said no. That mother said, I don't want my baby to be given these shots. He's not well. And they were pushed into it. And that child died 3 days later. And they're giving out a shot that is more dangerous than the virus itself. Now, I had whooping cough as a child, and I did nearly die. Because I don't know if maybe there wasn't a vaccine back then or something. But whooping cough was very, very serious back then. But I'm in my 40s now. Times have changed. But why are they giving out like a vaccine for something where there's a higher rate of death from the vaccine and not the actual virus itself? Like, that is madness. And that's another baby that has died.
It's choking, really. As we chat here, to know so many are dead because of the vaccine. An unbelievable crime. Roy Butler.
Ava O'Brien.
And young Ava O'Brien. And yet no justice and accountability.
How many babies that you have heard of with cot deaths that were perfectly healthy, how many of them had recently had a vaccine beforehand? Do you know, has that ever been looked into?
No. Well, I've looked into this now, and mine are getting no more. I've said it.
Well, mine has stopped.
Spoke about it.
I've always been very honest to say that, yes, my children did get their shots at the beginning because they didn't know any better back then. But my daughter has gotten no shots and she's 14. Like, you know, the boosters and the HPV and all that. So look, we've just after coming out with in Australia with the HPV, that the amount of girls that are now left infertile. And you know what's really interesting, right? I was on Facebook, was it yesterday? And I can't even remember what the post was, but I saw a comment. And somebody made a comment, right? Now, see what our followers think of this. And they said, where's all the teenage pregnancies? Where's all the teenage mothers? You remember there was a stage where you used to see loads of teenage mothers walking around? Like, are we going to see this huge influx of infertility in young women coming forward?
Yeah, the only young women walking around with babies that I can see are Roma women or Muslim women. You don't see any young ones anymore walking around with babies. And they tell you, they've copped onto themselves. They're not as promiscuous as they used to be, and they're not this, that, and the other. That hasn't happened at all. Like, infertility has gone through the roof with this vaccine and other vaccines. They're pumping stuff into them to stop you from having kids.
And how many teenagers got the COVID shots and then would have had all these like issues afterwards with their periods and all this sort of stuff? I mean, we don't know the damage that has been done. We're probably not going to know it for another 5, 10, 15, 20 years before we actually really know the damage that's been done.
I just want to put that out there. Same thing happened to my cousin's 18-month-old. He died days after vaccination. Perfectly healthy little boy, died Christmas week. God bless the poor little fella.
There's another comment
and
there
white
as well.
babies. How many Muslims? Yeah.
From Misha Era.
They will meet God.
They will, Chris.
They will meet God. Yeah, they will meet God. Yeah, Irish mommy. Vaccines, not vacation. I can't find my reading glasses tonight. Sorry.
But there's somebody else is after saying it. There's somebody else is after saying it as well. If you go back,
I know a woman whose first baby died after vaccination. She had 6 kids and none vaccinated, all very healthy. Oh God, that's a very good point, Orla. Fair play to you, Chris Bourne. Not sure Siobhan caught himself.
Look, you probably got to know yourself, and I mean, you're not going to go and ask, but how many babies are dying of cot death? You know, after they've had shots, like, is there any record taken of something like that?
No,
or there probably is, and we just don't know about it.
It's sickening, you know.
You know,
it's sickening. Drew Cook there just put in, I bet there has been an increase in miscarriages.
Well,
Miscarriages have gone
that's
through
one of the side
the roof.
effects. 100%.
Around the world, Drew, this has happened. You know?
And stillbirth. That's another thing.
I sent myself this, your woman, what's her bleeding name? That one. Michelle O'Neill. She put out a post the other day. I'm just looking for it there to see if I got it. It's about there's a law being passed in Stormont now at the minute. Where it is there? Hold on. Yeah. I'm just going to share this here. Okay, people. This is how sick these scumbags really are. Okay. It's just a picture. I'm delighted to bring some positive news today as the baby loss certificate scheme has just passed its final stage in the Assembly. This will offer official recognition to parents who experienced the heartbreak of a miscarriage before 24 weeks. Today belongs to parents who have suffered the heart of miscarriage. This is about your love, your loss, and saying very clearly that your little one won't be forgotten. To Michelle O'Neill, I will say, so you're telling me that this scheme has gone through for the babies who die in the womb, but at 24 weeks, they're not babies if you abort them. Like Sinn Féin wants you to abort your baby nearly up to 9 months. This is what they're going in. But they're
And
telling
there has been babies that can live from 24 weeks.
Yes, no, I know that. But they're telling you it's not a baby. When you ask them, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, no, it's just a fetus. It's just a fetus. So when does it become a baby? Is it at 24 weeks? Is this what she's telling us here now?
Yeah. They're packing
If you have a miscarriage before 20, they're hypocrites, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you're killing the baby in the womb. It's a baby, no matter what time it is or when it was so many weeks. Listen, a baby becomes a baby at conception, you know what I mean? And that's it. End of story. It's a life. So and the likes of these demons and monsters, these all need to be taken out as well. Look at the dirty sleeving. Oh, she just sickens me, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Sickens me. She pushed abortion. Yes, she did push
Oh,
abortion.
yeah, but you know,
She
Sinn Féin
wasn't
did. Yeah, of
braving
course.
abortion
And
herself.
People for Profit and all those other lunatics. Do you know what I mean?
My daughter got hand, foot, and mouth disease after 18-month jab. I'm going to be honest with you. I never heard of this hand, foot, and mouth disease until with my kids. Now, I'm telling you, I'm 57 next week or the week after. And I've had a lot of young siblings, and I've looked after those young siblings while they were kids and babies and the whole lot. You know what I mean? My man and dad worked, and we had to, you know yourself. I never heard of this hand, foot, and mouth disease, ever.
It was in the early
It wasn't
2000s.
around back then.
I remember we had to go and like you had to. So I worked in the swimming pool at that stage, and you used to have to go out with these like buckets of this disinfectant stuff for the mats and all that. I remember that. Yeah. Now, on a more positive note, will you put up the William Mackis? We're going to start highlighting this a little bit more. It's as I said, just please again be reminded this is still only in the trial basis, but it is showing very positive results. And I'm not going to give any names, but a viewer did message me the other day saying that they got a script for ivermectin because they have been diagnosed with cancer, and they were going to be trying it because they have watched us on the show, and they're going to keep us updated to how they get on. So I was delighted to hear that. So it's an ex-post from William Mackis.
Yeah, I see it here. So this is the. This is just. I'll read this now in a minute. Yeah, I have it here in front of me. Yeah, but I just want to put this up. So this is it, and I was actually told about this by a friend of mine as well. So this is it. I'm just going to put this down again there. Sorry. Let me put this up. Okay, this is a new article. Okay, ivermectin, fenbendazole, CBD oil testimonial. 61-year-old Virginia man with bladder cancer, papillary urethral carcinoma, reports after 6 months 2 clear cystopathies. Whatever. I've had a fascinating experience with my bladder cancer case on ivermectin, and you know what it is. Patients can stop bladder cancer from coming back again. If you have dealt with this before, you know how big it is. It actually is. Front page of the New York Times. Well, maybe that's not desirable news. Story: a 61-year-old man with bladder cancer in mid-July. He started ivermectin 1 milligram per day, fenbendazole 1,000 milligrams a day, and CBD oil 100 milligrams a day. The doctor mentioned that the walls of the bladder looked better than they had in years, and most scar tissue lessened. This one I've heard from many bladder cancer expert patients on ivermectin, that things look better than they did in years. Cystoscopy showed everything looked even better inside the bladder. No signs of bleeding, no tumours. It's been a couple of years since I had 2 clean cystos in a row. That's an amazing win. Thank you so much. Warms my heart. Such a simple solution. There was another testimonial hiding in here. I've recommended you to 2 people One was an 83-year-old man that was given 2 months to live. She had like leukemia for 8 to 9 years. Another 2 months, 2+ months on the protocol, and she's been declared cancer-free. Incredible. Another day, another life.
Yeah, like there you go. And like as I said, this is all, you know, this is all still in trial basis, but it's showing such positive results from using ivermectin and fenbendazole. And remember, these are 2 anti-parasitic drugs. So that's very interesting, you know.
That are
But
readily available to people.
Yeah, he's over on X, and you should follow him. So, like, again, this is very, very promising.
There he is there on X.
Yeah,
I'm
William
following
Mackes.
there. I wasn't following. I thought I was following him.
Yeah, no, he's
William
very,
Mackes,
very good.
yeah, there he is there. That's who you want to go into. And he will tell you follow him, follow RFK, follow Peter McCullough, follow
Yeah, and
Robert
all
Malone,
of these,
all of Nicholas Hirsch. They're all telling you the truth, people. That's what you need to be doing. You need to be following these people. These people are telling the truth. You know, that's
500 days up.
Sorry. I see he actually has a video up now. It's how long is it? Hold on. It's about 8 minutes though. But he's saying, today we are celebrating 500 days of the world's largest ivermectin cancer group. We have helped over 7,500 cancer patients from around the world. Like, that's amazing. Do you know?
I'm just gonna play this just to bring people back to the scum that we have in Irish media. Okay, this is Dr. Clare. Dr. Clare is right. I'm just gonna play this now, and this is just bring people back to the big COVID scan. This is for
that one.
That one. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me.
I have something to tell you all. You may have heard that there were 69 new cases of coronavirus overnight. Well, I am one of them. I have the coronavirus, and I have been broadcasting from the hot press for a reason. I am in self-isolation since the weekend when I became unwell with it. So I'm getting Janssen this morning in a vaccination centre.
It must be a good feeling, is it?
It's a really good feeling. I will be fully vaccinated on the 4th of June. I'm outside the Greystones local vaccination centre where I'm about to go in and get the Janssen jab. Here I am with the lovely Dr. Ryan in the Greystones vaccination centre about to get the Janssen jab.
Big deep breath. And that's you all done, Kira.
Yeah, I woke up this morning not feeling very well. Bit of a sore throat and burny eyes and a bit of a hacking cough, and obviously in the middle of a pandemic. So a bit fluey, and did my antigen test, which you can't actually even see on this, but not even, never mind your 15 minutes, like half a second after I did it, the line was stronger than the other line. So I have COVID. I have like 500,000 of you got the Omicron variant. And for the second time in 100 days of walking in 2 years, I have to stand down. For more information, you can go to the Beyond Expectations section on the Janssen With Me website. Get the vaccine.
You're muted.
Ciara Kelly is a farmer propagandist. End of. Yes, she is 100%.
I am really sure Roy Butler's family will be thrilled to see how much promotion she did from the Janssen shot that killed him. And all the others that died of blood clots. And by the way, P.S. Ciara, You know, if you actually listened to Dr. Carrie Mullis, who says the antigen tests don't work. They cannot differentiate between a cold, a flu, a dog, a cat, or anything. And your day will come, Mrs., when you have serious answers. And it can't come soon enough.
Yeah, I'm looking into this Bill Tormey as well. Like, Bill Tormey was the one that came out and spoke out about this. And then this year, then it comes out he's into child trafficking and human trafficking, like, to shut him up. I'm looking forward further into that now. Oh my God, she needs jail. She does need jail. And so, do you know who else does as well?
Disgusting. And to sit there.
That little shit.
You know.
That little shit,
God,
Joe
that
O'Shea.
doesn't exist. He was never isolated.
Look into Joe O'Shea as well. He was a sickener. He got a lot of people to get vaccinated. I'm telling you now. Look into
and
how
Joe
cloud
Duffy
it
and all the
goes
rest
on
of
mineral mines.
Ryan Tuberty, all the rest of the gobshites.
Yeah. We must believe in our own hearts and minds. Yeah, I agree with you. I stuck a test into a pine needle and it came back positive. It's now in quarantine. Seriously, it didn't come up. It did come up positive. No, I know. I believe it.
Remember people were putting Lucozade on it and it was coming up positive.
Yeah. Oregano oil is anti-parasitic. Costs €5 to make. Well done. Well, send it in to us there and we'll put it out to everyone. Ryan Tuberty and Joe O'Shea. Yes, they will all pay for their dirt and what they did.
But they were all at it. And how much money did they get paid for it? Because remember, that's why they didn't want us using ivermectin. Ivermectin has been around for years and years and years and years, right? And there's been very, very few side effects to it. There is money in new vaccines. That's why they wanted to push that there was no cure for this, that the only thing that there was the vaccines and the 100 million boosters that came afterwards, because that is where the money is.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, I'm going to finish up with what?
Well, can you do the one? It's my Facebook post on palm oil and the chocolates, because again, this is all about checking the labels off your food and what they're doing with ingredients, where they're taking stuff out and replacing with something else and not really letting people know.
Yes,
and this is impacting your farmers and all this sort of stuff. This guy's actually very good. He's over on TikTok.
Yeah, I follow him. Give me a thumbs up.
Lots of you are asking us about Christmas chocolates. Let's have a look. Green and blacks. They used to be really good. They've managed to sneak in palm oil. We're watching you guys, so we're going to leave this one on the shelf. Guian, the original seashells, no palm oil, fantastic. Put this one in your trolley. Right, next one. Lily O'Brien's. Really disappointed to see they put palm oil in here, so we're going to leave this one on the shelf. Lily's, sorted out. Thornton's here, another brand, no palm oil, really good stuff. Carbon tray, staying on the shelf. Dairy box, staying on the shelf. We really have to support companies who do not put palm oil in their chocolate. The reason the other companies put palm oil in the chocolate is because it's a lot cheaper. Every 3 days, 4 dairy farmers are going out of business. Please follow us. Share this with as many people as you can. Put this one in your chocolate.
Fair play to him for doing all that.
So he goes round and he's supporting. He's all about. Hold on a second. Sorry. He's all about the farmers and all that sort of stuff, right? And he said, you have to remember with the palm oil, it works out cheaper, right, than using extra milk in the chocolate, right? And remember, palm oil is responsible for the destruction of millions of acres of forest every year and for 500 million tons of CO2 released annually due to the destruction of rainforests to grow palm trees. Indonesia has gutted its primary forest. Palm oil plantations cover more than 42.7 million acres in Indonesia and Borneo, home to the endangered orangutan and other endemic species, have lost 36% and 45% of their tropical rainforests. So, like, this is really serious, the amount of palm oil they're taking out, which means they're not using the dairy from the farmers, but they're not telling the consumers about this, you know? Now, some of the Irish chocolates that are fine are Butler's, Creeves, Nari Nogs, and Frias, and I'm not sure if I pronounced this right. Leonidas, yeah. They don't use palm oil. So, brilliant. But again, it's all about, as I said, excuse me, checking the ingredients of your food because they're replacing an awful lot of stuff, you know?
I wonder did he send that in to me there? No, he didn't. Oh, that was something else he sent in. I'm just going to put that up there. Good night and God bless you all. Great show, Paul and Orla. Here, there's been a gathering called by people next Sunday at 1 p.m. outside the Joy for Enoch Book. Please try to get there and show your support. Aaron Gabra. Lads, if we get a poster or something up about this, I haven't got one, but listen, you all know what's happening. Ferg will be there. I'll be there. We'll all try and get in there and show our support for Sunday at 1 p.m. So please, if you can all get into Mount Joy, please do. We have no show until Sunday night. So with a bit of luck, we'll have photographs and we'll have interviews with people on Sunday. So please, if you can make it, it's Sunday. Please get there. Thanks very much, everyone. Great show. Good night, all.
What's that comment from Chris?
And here's the gobside, Chris Brayton. I mean Herman, because he's so desperate for attention. Do you love me that much? Listen. Has he gone? God bless you. He's there. Yeah, listen, don't be minding him. Don't be minding him. Great show, lads. Another great show, lads. Fair play. I just want to put this one in here just for a minute. This is about vaccines going into our food, guys. Right? This is, I'll finish up then. I want to show Clonmel as well. So,
editing is now official in our meat industry. Lobbyists for the cattlemen and pork associations in several states have confirmed that they will be using the mRNA COVID vaccines on their livestock. Attorney Tom Renz has been warning that there is no law requiring anyone to give informed consent for vaccine food. There are no laws requiring anyone to tell you the food you are buying has been vaxxed with the spike protein clot shot. The UK recently passed into law the Genetic Technology Precision Breeding Bill. The bill amends the Environmental Protection Act of 1990 to exclude references to precision-bred organisms so far as they relate to marketing. Precision-bred organism is another term for gene-edited. So now in the UK, food that's been gene-edited can be legally marketed as non-GMO. And if this UK gene-edited meat makes its way to America, it can be labeled non-GMO here as well. And so long as it's butchered in America, it can be labeled product of USA. The fake alternative meat being pushed by Bill Gates and others is made of immortal cell lines.
So there you have it.
Yeah,
So
we've
that's
heard about
coming
that going on. Just actually want to check something up here. Yeah. Okay.
I'm just getting the Enoch thing up here. Let me just see how I got it now. I pulled it down. Where did I get Enoch?
Well, I mean, it'll be some crack now if this Mercer deal goes ahead and we bring in all the cattle from Argentina that will be injected with God knows what, while we kill 200,000 of our own cattle. Sure, who needs them?
Exactly.
Let's bring in the ones that have from countries that have absolutely no animal welfare standards and are injected with everything and anything. Sure, that's not going to cause any issues.
Not at all. There we are there now. Stand for the truth, refusing to bow to ideology, protect our children, support for Enoch Book, Mountjoy Prison, North Circular Road, Sunday, December 14th at 1 p.m. If you can get there, people, there you go there. Sunday, 1 p.m. Please get there if you can. Okay? I want to play this and then I'm going to finish up, right?
Okay. Actually,
this
yeah. Yeah. Actually, can you put up Chris's comment there? Actually, at 11:16, and this is true. Do you remember this one on with Joe Rogan? It's 11:16.
That was ages ago.
No, I don't know if you played it, but this actually is a very good comment. Just so it shows the way the media twist things, and this is true.
I remember they were smearing Joe Rogan when he was using ivermectin at the time. Even made him look sickly in their news coverage. Yet degrade him out. Yeah,
because remember he got really sick and he used the ivermectin and he couldn't believe how quickly he recovered. And then he was like, they're putting this out that this is this horse pace, which obviously, yes, it is a horse parasitic drug as well, but it's also for human use. But do you remember the way the brand, because it didn't want people using ivermectin?
Yeah, exactly. Right, I'm going to play this one now, and then we're finished up, okay?
Okay.
Because this is Clonmel. This is what's happening in Clonmel today. Every one of them shops in the Market Square thing are boarded up. I think there's a Peter Marks there, but I think that's gone now, as far as I know, or it's going. Like, lads, that is disgusting. Like, this is Clonmel. Clonmel was one of the great little towns, you know what I mean? Good night and God bless everyone, yeah. Good night, God bless. Night, everyone, yeah. It's unreal, isn't it? That is unreal, yeah. Really is unreal. Yeah, it's horrendous.
Yeah, but why, like, for the month of December, why is there not free parking? Like, every town should have free parking. It bloody well wouldn't kill them. They're making enough money as it is. So why isn't there free parking?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Damn, Chris, you fucking clown. Ah, listen. Orla, fair play to you.
Yeah.
I'm
We'll
gonna.
be having a word about this afterwards.
Yes, we will. No problem. But I'm going to drop you down and thank you very much for this evening. It was emotional as always. You go and get yourself a little drink there and I'll finish up, okay?
Right. Good night,
Thank you
folks.
very much, Orla. I will talk to you in a few minutes. And here we are, just me. Thank you, Paul and Orla, for another amazing show. Good night and God bless. What they hitting 900 there, people. Fair play to everyone. Go on the Chardonnay. Good night and God bless everyone. Yeah, just let me just... Anyone wants to buy us a coffee, you can. You can buy us a coffee there on that one, or I'll put the buy me a coffee in the link there now that you can. If you want, if you don't want, or if you can't, it's no problem. But it just helps us. As I said there, we've hit 900. We've actually hit 942. So I just put it up there, 900. Fair play to everyone who tuned in tonight and everyone who tunes in every night. So as I say every night after the show, good night and God bless. Good luck, everyone. The truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. You just let it loose and it will defend itself. Good night and God bless.